Hey David, I have the sound off. Just trying to finish a couple things on my end, but happy Friday. Hope you and everybody else is doing well. Get started here in a few minutes. Alright guys, I'm gonna grab my beer and I'll be ready to go. Give me about a minute and a half. I don't know, it's a weekend. Alright guys, well happy Friday everybody. Cheers. Got my brewskis in hand. The quiet chat. Normally there's a lot of chitter chatter going on in there. Hopefully everybody's doing alright. Chitter patter, chitter chatter. What up, David? Not seeing any chat other than David saying hello. Everybody else in there? If I hit live. Huh. Hey, refresh this. Kinda weird. What up, Thomas? Alright. Well, hope you guys are doing well. TGIF. Let me get some gloves. Got my brewski. I am ready to roll. We have a fun night ahead of us. Hopefully some big giveaways. Who knows? Last break we pulled 2 Mike Trout autographs and 2 Roger Clemens autographs. Maybe we can have another big night. Alright, let me grab these gloves. What up, Troy? Yeah, that's what he told me too, Troy. It's kind of I'll trade being in here for Disney World, right? Yeah. Hey, that's what I am when I go to Disney. Anything, I'm tired and sore. Heck, I'm just in the Disney store and I'm tired and sore. Reaching for the wallet. Alright, guys. Well, my brewski of choice tonight. I gotta open this bad boy here in a minute. Where did I put the I have 10 million dad break bottle openers and apparently none in the den. Let me see. Yep, there we are. Got my trusty dad break bottle opener. And tonight's beer, Perpetual, my favorite IPA from Trogs. So, cheers to everybody out there. Alright, guys. So, what's in store for us tonight? Let's go through that. First things first, if you bought 5 or more spots, as always, and this will always stand, you're going to automatically get something in the mail. So tonight, 5 or more spots, you are going to get, how about a pack of 2026 draft is right here in Pittsburgh next week. Right here, a week from now, I'll be in Pittsburgh. Do a 2026 Sage football pack. Then how about this? We've got Pinata Smashlings. This is a Panini pack from 2024. A little Haunted Hoops Basketball 24-25. A little Big League Baseball. This is a hobby pack 2023. By the way, Smashlings is a hobby pack as well. We've got Big League Baseball from Topps 2023 hobby, and then a 2024 Score football pack. So as long as you bought 5 or more spots, those are coming your way. If you bought 10 or more, we're going to upgrade you. You're going to get a Jumbo Value Chronicles Basketball 2022 Draft Picks pack, an Absolute Gravity Football 2025 pack, some Fleer Brilliance Superman. This is a 2025 pack, a Topps 23 Hobby pack, Big League Baseball, and a Bowman Chrome Football 2022 pack. Alright, so, like I said, as long as you buy 5 or more spots, stuff is automatically coming your way. Oh, yeah. Hey, don't worry. In my life, there's going to be some hockey in the background pretty soon here. With the Penguins. And taking down the Flyers. Sorry, Philly fans. Sorry, Daniel. Have to say that. Alright, real quick. I just got to look at something on my end. Alright. We are looking at product-wise. I just want to see what is still out there in the active world. Make sure everything is good. Any questions? Okay, appreciate, look forward. And the messages in a second. Alright. Give me 1 second. Alright, that's alright. Alright, well, we'll go through what's on the site. We'll talk about this. Just wanted to make sure. Oh, I got an update. Breaking tonight. We'll be breaking a small break on Tuesday, and then we'll be breaking again next Friday. Here's what's available. We have a grab bag. We have a 3-item basketball break, so I'll go over that real quick. We have a pair of kicks, or I shouldn't say pair, at least 1 sneaker. Last week we had a pair, or 2 weeks ago we had a pair. Sometimes there's 2, sometimes there's 1. So it's we call it the Kick Series from Hit Parade. So it's an autographed sneaker, one autographed jersey, and one autographed basketball in this break. That's a random team. Baseball, so a full-size batting helmet and jersey. At this point, we have the Cubs and the Rays. Cubs and Rays available. They hooked up on a trade a couple years ago. Now we've got in the one autographed mini helmet and two autographed jersey break. This is from Gold Rush on the mini helmet. We have the Saints, and that's it, guys. Just the Saints available in that one. And then everything else here is going to be sold out. I will go over real quickly in the grab bag if you're interested. Several things here. We're going to do a... we're going to have 4 of the Gold Rush Multisport value packs here. So there's 3 cards in each one. Huge potential on these. So we'll do 3 of those. So 3 or 4 of them. 4 people will be getting one of those value packs. 2 people will be getting an autographed 8x10 photo. Then 32 spots are going to be available in a 2 box. So there'll be 2 autographed mini helmets from RSA. You'll get a random assigned team, and there'll be 2 mini helmets in that break. Then there are 3 spots in the Hit Parade bat and baseball break, 1 spot in the full-size helmet and jersey break, 6 spots in the single Gold Rush football jersey, 9 spots in the single Gold Rush baseball jersey, 3 spots in the very popular 3 jersey Raz, and then 2 of those spots from the sneaker break that we just talked about here momentarily ago. So, good way if you want to get in some last-second spots to get credit towards free packs, or if you just want to jump in and get a chance at some other breaks going on tonight. Give me one moment. I just want to update the site real quick, and then we'll get going. I just want to put on there that we're breaking live, and we'll have some fun. Hopefully everybody had a good week. I'm not gonna lie, mine was stressful, but it is over and not as stressful moving forward. Hopefully, I'll just put it like that. All right, here we go. I actually had one of those moments where I felt like my dad was with me today, so that was really cool, in a positive way. It really felt like I was talking to somebody, and it felt like I was hearing my dad's voice through that person. So. Alright, so give me 1 second, almost done. I'm just doing, if you're not familiar, I like to update the site to say when we are live. And so I'm just updating it really quickly to do that. Alright, perfect. We should be all set. The update should be on the website. Yes. Alright, I thought this was a fun way to start things off last week. I can't do that. I was going to do that. Trying to think the best way to start tonight out. You know what? Why not? Let's do our Funko break. We never start the evening out with our Funko break. Why not start it out with the Funko break? Alright. So, it is 1 autographed Funko, 1 autographed jersey, and 1 autographed photo. For this, everybody out there in the chat, all you have to do is give me 1 letter from the alphabet. Any letter, go ahead, put it in the chat. And for this break, we know we're going to be using jersey 5. We don't know what photo, we don't know what Funko. Alright, for photos, we have every number but 4 and 5 from our box. So, 1, 2, 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So go ahead and give me a letter. Dave 25. Hey, Daniel, message me the reminder in that, and you're down. I'm down with that. Well, we don't need a message. Just, hey, we're down. Daniel. I don't know why I said we have to message me. But I'm down with that. I was thinking I had to put the money down right away for some reason. I'm like, just remind me. But no, we're good. And I'll tell you what charity here in about 5 games. Alright, guys. List randomizer. This is for our photo in the break. Alright, so there's 7 times. We do this 7 times always if you are new. There's 4, there's 5, 6, and 7 times. Hey, box 1. Let's keep it simple. We'll run with box 1. Alright, there we go. So we know 1 and 5. Now we're going to figure out which Funko we're going to be using. Box 1 is on the table. I also have 3, 4, and 6 from our case. Alright, so 1, 3, 4, 6. There's a 1 time, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 times. Box 1. Staying with what's out there. Alright, so that is number 1. So it's going to be 1, 5, 1. Alright, now I have to grab all the names and we're going to put them into random.org. 7 times. Now, this is where the fun comes in. There's 1, 2, 3. There's 4. We're at 5. There's 6. One more is going to make it 7 times. Here we go. Alright, Jeff, you're going to have the letter A and the letter Z. Everything in between will be to you guys. Alright, so let me hit refresh. Alright, here's a look at our updated list. Alright, Jeff has A, Daniel's got B, George has C, Troy has D, Jake E, George F, Jeff has G, George has H-I, Chris has J, Jeff has K, Daniel's got L, George has N, Jeff has N, Daniel's got O, George has P, Richard with Q, George has RS, Jake has T, Charlene has U, George has V. We've got Vlad with W, George with X, Vlad with Y, and Jeff sleeping with the Z. Alright, guys. Alright, well, good luck, Jeff, either way. Have a good night. Good luck, everybody. Here we go. No more guesses. We'll start things off with our good luck game on pizza. Alright, this is box 1 right here. Gonna go up top. Give that a rip. We are looking at a photo of Jim Perry, Minnesota Twin pitcher. Jim Perry. That is the letter P. We're starting George out with a photo. Alright, George. Now George is going to hope that it doesn't end with a photo like it did the last 2 breaks. George, you are starting things out with a little Jim Perry. Alright, it is jersey time. Box 5. It wouldn't hurt to, I don't know, I had a box cutter in my hand, dropped it, had to grab a different one. Alright, secondary seal is going to be this guy. I see the number 4. Ooh, alright, defenseman from the Los Angeles Kings, Hall of Famer, Rob Blake. Daniel on the board here. Daniel, congrats. Beckett authenticated. This is LA Kings defenseman, Rob Blake. A 90s stakeholder of greatness. Alright, Daniel. Alright, Funkalicious time. This is box 1. Good luck, everyone. We have seen this one before. we have Hall of Famer from the Chicago Bears, the Secretary of Defense, the Samurai himself, Mike Singletary. George, there you go. George getting the Funko King, Mike Singletary. This will be a Beckett on the authentication. Mike Singletary. Boom. Congrats, George. A couple Hall of Famers in that break. Alright, now, towards giveaways. What are we looking at here? The giveaways. So in this break, we had BPS. BPS. So if you own a British Petroleum Station, I don't know, I had to think of something with BPS. British Petroleum Station was the first thing that came to mind. Alright, BPS. Alright, TQ with the letter S. Thomas Sweeney with the letter S. So if your name is Thomas, those two did it right. BPS. Chris J has it. Jorgensen. George has it correct. Candace. What up, Candace? Has it correct. So does Hey, Jeff, you're here. Mr. Sandhofer has it correct. Jose has it correct. So does Jake. Alright, I think that's everybody. Let me read out the names I see here. Let me know if I missed it. But I got TQ. I've got Thomas Sweeney, Chris Jorgensen, George, Candace, Jeff Sandhofer, I almost said Jose, Jose Martinez, and Jake. If I'm missing anybody, let me know. Alright. 2 hits, 1 whammy. 2 hits, 1 whammy. Let's figure this one out. Here we go. I have the boxes coming on. We have the silver, gold, and then Gingy. Alright. Top name. Picking a box of mystery here. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 times. Jeff! Alright, Jeff, Mr. Sandhofer, you are going to get a box of mystery here. You might not have come up big just now, but you could in the giveaway. Remember, 2 hits, 1 whammy. Silver bells. Alright, Jeff. That means you passed up on this guy right here, Jeff. This one had a historic autographs hobby pack from the Gilded Age. Alright, so the Gilded Age. Then you passed up on the whammy. Inside of this box was a Optimus Prime. Optimus Prime Funko. Alright, so we missed out on the Optimus Prime Funko. Alright, Jeff. That is going to leave you with a pack of Contenders 2024. Alright, Contenders, Jeff. Let's see if I can get you something nice. Oh, well, Jeff, hey, you might have wanted Optimus Prime, but trust me, the back card is good. All right, we'll end it well. DJ Moore. Puka. Bobby Wagner. Anthony Richardson. Pat Fryermuth. Ramondre Stevenson. How about a Malik Neighbors? That's really good. And a parallel Jaden Daniels rookie. How about a Malik Neighbors and Jaden Daniels rookie in the same pack? Boom. There you go, Jeff. Good pack. You are welcome. Alright, give me 1 second. Just want to check in on something. Alright. Not a lot left tonight, guys. I'll go over everything real quick on the website, Dad-Breaks. Again, here's our upcoming break schedule. We're breaking Tuesday. It'll be a shorter 2.5 hour break probably. And then next Friday. There are 14 spots, just 14 spots remaining in the grab. There are 8 spots remaining in the kicks break, 2 spots remaining in the helmet, and just 1 spot remaining in the mini helmet football. Everything else sold out. So if you're trying to grab a spot tonight, that is all that we have left. With that said, let's do the divisional breaks. Let's start things out with our mini helmet by division. Alright, so mini helmet by division. Go ahead in the chat. Give me one NFL division. At the end of these 4 breaks, we're going to take 3 names, and we're going to have 4 boxes out there. 3 hits, 1 whammy at the end of these 3 breaks. So go ahead and put that in the chat. Alright, gotta figure out the mini helmet. Alright, so we got 1, 3, 4, 5, 6 as possibilities here. Box 1 is our place orders. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 times. Box number 5. Alright, box 5. Let me grab that. That's 5. We're going to take 1. We'll actually just place 1 back here for now because we're going to have to use another one later in our grab bag mini helmet break. Alright guys, box 5 is out there. We have James with the AFC East, David the AFC North, Dwayne Train with the AFC South, Stephanie has the AFC West, Kelsey the NFC East, David the NFC North, Gregory the NFC South, and Daniel the NFC West. Alright guys, calling it here. No more guesses. No more guesses. Let's bring out our good luck football. Duck, quack, quack. Alright, you see box 5 sealed up all the way around. Looking good. We're going to cut this open. See what we got. Slate pop up. There we go. Ooh, I do know that one. We have from the Pittsburgh Steelers. He was well on his way to having an all-pro career. Unfortunately, he broke his neck. But we have middle linebacker, former Pro Bowler Ryan Shazier. Ryan Shazier on the hit. AFC North to David. David, congratulations. A little Ryan Shazier love coming your way. All right, let me mark that down. Alright, and if you guessed AFC North, your name will get Is it backwards? Well, hold on. It could be. Either way, David had this. Because he had the AFC North in both. But let me double check. Because you could be right. If someone wants to clarify, which one? Who's question? Adam. Adam, that's okay. I just want to double check. I'll check what you had, and then could be me. The good news is I didn't screw up David getting that one. All right, you are correct, Adam. All right, I think Adam was correct. So Adam, that was full size. Those. All right. Yep, I got it. I will make that. Just give me 1 second. And Adam, for pointing that out, you are going to get a pack here. Adam, you're going to get a hobby pack here. I'm going to give Adam a guaranteed auto. You did miss out on the hit. Let me refresh this. But I'm going to still, because Adam pointed that out and caught it. Adam, left or right, guaranteed to get an autographed rookie from the 2022 draft class out here. It pains out a little bit. I like to be as upfront as possible as I can be, Adam. You went left. You got it. All right, Adam. Guaranteed auto in here at least. All right. There's Zamir White. We have Mike Rose. We have a Logan Hall. We'll skip the auto, but it does look like it could be something there. Jerome Ford. Ty Freifogel. What a great name. And Kenny Pickett. All right, your auto is a peak performer, Raheem Blackshear. Raheem Blackshear is your auto. All right. Adam, I appreciate you pointing that out. I'd like to hook you up at the very least with a little something. Hey, you are welcome, and I appreciate you for noticing that. Alright, guys. I need to figure out, did I grab all the correct guesses? I don't know if I did. Did I grab them all? No, let me grab the correct guesses. While I do that, you can put your guesses in for the full-size football if you'd like. And I will figure out the AFC North guesses. Mr. Sweeney. Shaggy. What up, Shagster? Hope you are well. Mr. Ross, I've got you. Shaggy, you still doing a lot on TikTok? Oh my god, I said TikTok. on whatnot? AFC North. David, got the hit and the correct guess. Candace, correct guess. Alright, those are the names I saw correctly. I had Thomas Sweeney, Shaggy, Tom, David, and Candace. Alright, guys. I'm going to call last call on guesses here because I got James with the AFC East, David the AFC North, Dwayne Train the AFC South, Stephanie the AFC West, Kelsey the NFC East, David the NFC North, Gregory has the NFC South, and Daniel the NFC West. Alright guys, no more guesses here. Quack quack! Box 4, box 4. Looking for more. Pop right there. Alright, there's our football. We have a Titan of a hit. Ooh, how about that? We have the freak, Mr. Javon Curse. Javon Curse on an AFC South hit. That, guys, is JSA on the authentications. Titans love AFC South Javon Curse. Alright, AFC South is Dwayne Train. Congratulations, Dwayne. That'll be coming your way. Alright, Javon Curse. Alright, Chris. Got you with the correct guess. I've got Greg with the correct guess. I've got Adam with the correct guess. Alright, those are the correct guesses I saw on this one. Chris, Greg, and Adam. If I missed anybody, let me know. But again, nice hit there, Dwayne Train. Alright guys, it is time for the baseball jersey. Go ahead, give me your baseball divisional guess. Just a few boxes up here remaining. Box 1 is a placeholder. Also have 4 and 5. 1, 4, and 5 are possibilities here. 1, 4, 5. One time, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 times. Box number 4. 4. Alright, coming on here is box 4. This guy. Coming off number 1. Alright, guys. In our break, David has the AL East and Central. Dwayne has the AL West. Chris has the NL East and the NL Central. And Zach Attack has the NL West. I'm going to call no more guesses, guys. Let's get right into it. Box 1. Box 1. Use our baseball championship ring. Glitz and glamour. Box 4. Sealed up right there. All the way around. RSA. Cut through time. Let's go. Good luck, everybody. We have a Langford. No way! Wyatt Langford? Holy cow, that's a monster pull. Is that really who that says? Yes, that is. Texas Ranger Wyatt Langford. Wyatt Langford from the Rangers. That's awesome. There's actually stats on here. I don't know how many stats he has. Wyatt Michael Langford, Texas Rangers 2023 first round pick. That's awesome. That'll be an AL West hit. AL West. That is Dwayne Train. Dwayne, congratulations. What a pull. David, you have the worst luck with this. When you grab the 2 out of 3 ALs, oh man. Stay away from the baseball break, David. What a hit, Dwayne. Wyatt Langford. That's an awesome hit. Go ahead and give me. Sorry, David. Give me your divisional guesses for hockey here. That was AL West. I'll see whose games I'm adding. AL West. I don't see a single AL West guess. I could be wrong, but I don't see any AL West guesses. Alright, well, we're going to get the hockey pucks out there. This will actually be puck number 9 for this one. We'll call that puck 9 because we're just going to put them all on top. This is 1, that is 9 on the bottom. We'll count 1, 2, 3, all the way down to 9. See which one we use. Yes, each one has a number, but this saves a few seconds. There's 1 time, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 times. 5th one down. Alright, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It is this guy right here, box 31. 31. Take these off. Alright, David, you have the Atlantic. Daniel, the Metro. David, the Central. And Steve, getting specific with the Pacific. Alright, guys. No more guesses. Alright, no more guesses. Let's get our good luck hockey doc. Quack, quack. Alright, box 31. Sealed up all the way around. That is level 1 on the seal. Just like the last, so this whole series, well, it's not going to matter because you guys, I don't even send this wrapping. So this will all look as normal as it always does. Alright, ooh. Ooh. He is currently a Pittsburgh Penguin, but that does not matter for this because it's going to be the team he's on. He is Mr. Stuart Skinner. Stuart Skinner. Going to win the first round of the Stanley Cup playoffs here against the Flyers. He's going to get the win. But we are going to go with the Edmonton Oilers on this, guys. All the way up there in Edmonton. This is a Pacific hit for Steve. Steve, congratulations. Steve may be a Flyer fan, though. So Stuart Skinner, he's going to be rooting against him this week. Alright, Steve, congrats. Hey, George, I don't know if you saw Jeff's comment. I had messaged you if you were interested in trading that photo you got last week. If you're interested, let him know. If not, no worries. Alright. Stuart Skinner. Alright, that is going out to Steve. Steve, cheers to you, my man. Hope you're well. Alright, guys. If you have Pacific, your name is getting added. I see Greg's name. I see Daniel with the correct guess. And I see TQ. What up, Thomas? And Shagster. Alright, so I'm adding Greg, Daniel, TQ, and Shaggy. It's Daniel. See, I thought you might say you'd want it, Daniel, and you do a little voodoo on it, you know? Alright, guys. Let me get some packs here and some prizes. Alright. Put something nice in here. Ooh, that looks good. Let's do that. We got several things out there. 4 boxes. 3 are hits. 1 is a whammy. We have the Babe Silver. We have Gingy. And we have the Police. George, I did. Yeah, I did. All right. 7 times. Top 3 names are going to get to pick a box of mystery here. There's 2, there's 3. We're at 4. There's 5, 6. One more makes it 7 times. Top 3 unique names. So it's going to be Greg, Thomas, Sweeney, and Candace going to get a box of mystery. Greg, Thomas, and Candace getting to pick a box of mystery. Greg, Thomas, and Candace. Go ahead and make your selection. First come, first serve. Thomas is going with the Babes. Candace with Christmas. Alright, Greg, which one would you like? You have the Police and you have Silver. Police. Alright, everybody passed up on Silver. The Silver was a really good pack of Topps Chrome Baseball 2021 Hobby. Topps Chrome 2021 Hobby pack. Alright, that was the big one. Alright. Police. Greg. Bad boy, what you gonna do? Alright, how about a little Prism Draft Picks Football 2021? Let's see that. Prism Draft Picks Football for Greg. Little Drew Lock, Ezekiel Elliott, a Silver Prism Jalen Waddle rookie. That's a nice pull. A Silver Prism Jalen Waddle rookie. Nice. How about a Kellen Mond and a JOK? Alright, but a nice Silver Jalen Waddle rookie. Not bad, Greg. Alright, Thomas went with the Babes. Alright, Thomas. The Philadelphia Flyers are about to get creamed. We all know that, right, Thomas? The Flyers are going to get creamed. How about a little Philadelphia cream cheese? There you go, Thomas. Your socks. Hope these fit. Oh, yeah. You are welcome. Alright, guys. Candace, here we go. Here we go, Candace. How about this? How about a Did You Know Historic Autographs pack? Alright. Did you know? Trivia time. Alright, these are all short print. Johnny Pesky, La Pesky Pull. A Bill Sharman. A Bobby Bragan. And a Don Larson. Alright, let's see. This one, the Don Larson, was out of 300. This one was out of these are out of 200. These ones right here. Bill Sharman and Bobby Bragan. And the Pesky is out of 300 as well. No autos, but all short print. Did you knows? And then there's some cool trivia on the back. I'll let you learn about. I'm sure Pesky's going to have something about the pull. No, it doesn't. You will find that one interesting. Alright, guys. Well, congratulations, Greg, Candace, and Thomas. Alright. Just a heads up, we are now sold out of the mini helmet. We have 2 in the baseball helmet, 8 in the basketball break and 11 in the grab bag. All right. Well, thank you guys. Let me look at that mini helmet. Who bought that last mini helmet spot real quick on my end here? That would have been Ravens or Saints. I don't remember which one it was. But if you're looking, just a few spots, some good spots too, out there. Ravens. So if you're just joining, want to grab a spot or 3. David has the Ravens. And the Saints were... Who bought that one? That was Chris, I believe. Yes, it was. Thanks, Chris. Because I'd like to do that one. Why not? Alright. Let's go here. Let's do a little refresh. If you are just joining, there are a few spots on the site. dad-breaks.com. Alright, guys. Let's go in. Let's grab the mini helmet right there. And not 1, but 2 jerseys. Alright, guys. Go ahead in the chat. You're going to give me 5, not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, but 5 NFL players. That's right, 5 players. And you put them all in one line. If any of them come out of any of these 3 boxes, you are guaranteed to get a box of mystery. No whammies. Everybody gets a correct box. Will get, guess will get a box. We have to figure out the jerseys and the helmet. Let's figure out the helmet first. We have box 1 on our table here. Box 1. Alright, so we got 1, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11 for the mini. There's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 times. We are looking at 7 times. Box 9. Box 9. Let me grab that. Box number 9. Alright, so coming on, number 9. Coming off 1. Now, for the jerseys, we have 10 of them. 1 through 10 in possibilities on this one. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. We have to do this 7 times. The top 2 numbers will be the 2 jerseys we use. 1 and 2 are our placeholders. There's 5, there's 6. 1 more makes it 7. Alright, we have 3 and 4 for this one, guys. 3 and 4. So let me grab those 2. Boxes 3 and 4. So this is 1, this is 3, this is 4. They will replace 1 and 2. Alright. Alright, guys. We have Jake with the Cardinals. Remember, put 5 players, 1 line if you don't mind, for a chance here to box of mystery. Jake with the Cards, David with the Falcons. David has David J with the Falcons. David M with the Ravens. James has the Buffalo Bills. David with the Panthers. Troy has the Bears. Mike has the Bungles. William with the Browns. Jeff has the Boys. David with the Broncos and the Lions. Mike has the Pack Attack. Dwayne training with the Texans. Jeff has his Colts. Richard with the Jags. Brandon with the Chiefs. William with the Raiders. Stephanie in the house with the Chargers. Greg has the Rams. David with his Dolphins. Roman's got his Vikes. Mike with the Pats. Chris with the Saints. Brandon with the G-Men. William has the Jets. Daniel's saying, fly, Eagles, fly. Too bad the Eagles haven't won since 75. Andrew's got the... I'm just cursing it for the Penguins. I know it. Andrew's got the Steelers and the Niners. Mike has the Seahawks. Case with the Bucks. Dwayne Train with the Titans. And Greg sitting there on the commode. Alright, guys. Good luck. No more guesses. Let's get the Whopper out there. We'll go 3, then 4. And then we'll end it with the helmet. Alright, there's box 3. Let's go, guys. Good luck. Box 3. Here's our seal. The way around. Gonna give it a cut across. Bryant. Second. Bryant. the second. This is the no. This is that. Is that what's his name from the the Broncos? Yeah, Pat Bryant. That's who it is. Pat Bryant, Denver Broncos, JSA. That's awesome. I didn't know he was the second. I honestly had no idea that Pat Bryant was the second. That's what threw me off. But Pat Bryant, Denver Bronco hit. There we go. Young receiver right there. Pat Bryant, Denver Broncos. There we go, David. I had no idea he was the second. All right, David, that is JSA on your authentication. Nice sig. All right, box four, box four. Secondary seal right there. Give that a cut across. Secondary, it's the only seal on the RSAs. Oh, there we go. Big time hit for the Buffalo Bills. Circle the wagons. Circle the wagons, guys. We have Jim Kelly. Jim Kelly. James, you're going to love that. Bills fan right there. Loving life right now. Jim Kelly going out to James. That's Beckett authenticated on your Jim Kelly threads. Nice hit, James. How often have you, in your life, Jeff, how often have you been in 90-degree weather in April? I don't know what Alaska weather like is, but I'm going to guess you haven't been in 90-degree weather. I know you're not in Alaska right now. That's why I'm saying it. Enjoy it. All right, one more whopper. Box 9, sealed up. Do we have any Jim Kelly guesses, by the way? Could have some. Ooh, I see an Ohio State Buckeye helmet. All right, we have a Buckeye helmet. I think I know the signature. I think it was a rookie this year. It was. So we had two rookies, Pat Bryant and an Ohio State Buckeye rookie right here from the Ohio State Buckeyes. How about Travion Henderson? Travion Henderson coming out of here. Nice looking young flash. That's a flash helmet for the Bucks. Okay. Travion Henderson. That is a Patriots. Mike. Mike, you'll love that. Mike is a Ohio guy. I'm assuming an Ohio State guy. Mike, that's really cool for you if you are an Ohio State guy as well. Okay, so you have had it, Jeff. I didn't know. I'm just curious. You're like, every few years when I fly somewhere. Alright, Travion Henderson. Nice pull. All right, I thought you might be. Congrats, Mike. That's cool. Like I said, I thought you might be, but I wasn't sure. All right, guys. Well, I'm gonna guess Kelly is the most likely. All right, Mike not only got the hit, but he's got a little something coming his way. James. All right, so James has it. TQ Thomas has it. So does Greg. All right, those are the ones I have with that. All right, and all right, I don't have any Bryants. I don't have any Travions or Henderson, so I'm gonna guess that those are the only three. I have Greg, Thomas, and James. I could be wrong. I think I have TQ as well. Thomas. Q. All All right, so I'm going to put 3 boxes out there. They'll all be hits. They'll all be hits. We'll call this a no whammy break, guys. A no whammy break. Gotta like a no whammy break. Alright. First come, first serve. Go ahead, fellas. Let me know which ones you would like. James, TQ, and Greg. Each one of you guys are going to get a box here. And either way, if you haven't yet, just a few spots remaining on the website, dad-rates.com. Take a look. Cheers. Happy Friday. Alright, TQ going with Ginger. Do I have Mike? So I got Greg, Thomas, and James. Alright, babes, that means James, they are leaving you with the flower power. James, it's good to not pick. I'm telling you right now, it's good to not pick because James, they left you with a hobby pack from this 2026 draft class. Some guys staying in school still, but there's a guaranteed autograph coming out of here, James. All right, guaranteed to have an auto. All right, Cantrell Bullock, Reggie Virgil, Jordan Tyson. We'll skip your auto for now. LaShawn Williams. How about a Joey Aguilar next level? And a Khalil Barnes. Your auto is a Caden Wetton. Caden Wetton. Alright, I think, is that how you say it? Wet Jen? I'm going to call him Wetton, but someone can pronounce that better for me from Iowa. Wet Jeans, Wetton. Alright, but we have an autographed wide receiver. Alright, congrats, James. Names to look for next week. Hey, you're welcome. Alright, then we have babes to Greg. Alright, Greg, you pick the babes. The babes! Oh, Greg. How about this? From the 2023 National. This is from the 2023 National. It's a single slab card, Greg. It is a single slabbed card. How about this? One slabbed single card from the National. How about a rookie of a tight end? You don't need that. It is a short print to 25. Number 2, Dalton Kincaid. Dalton Kincaid, rookie to 25. Nice looking. Hey, we're talking about Buffalo right there. Dalton Kincaid, rookie to 25. Number 2 of 25 on the rookie Dalton Kincaid. The Buffalo Bills circle the wagons on that. All right, Greg, that'll be coming your way. All right, TQ. Here we go, TQ. Yours is a Bowman U 2023 Alabama pack. All right, Bama Nation. All right. Alabama pack. Alas Allen, Amari Niblack, Christian Story, Caleb Downs. There we go. Caleb Downs, rookie. Pre-rookie, I guess. Pre-Ohio State rookie. Isaiah Bond and Kendrick Law. But a nice Caleb Downs. Roll Tide. All right, there we go. TQ. You guys are all welcome. Always welcome. I like having fun with these. Alright, real quick. What's out there? Just a few spots remaining. If you want to get in the grab bag, I know if you've been here a while tonight, you've heard me talk about, but the grab bag, there is a lot going on. Four people are going to get a pack from Gold Rush, the multi-sport value pack. 3 cards in it, and some of the massive, massive hits that could be pulled include the ones you see right here. So we'll be doing 4 of those. We will be doing 2 autographed 8x10 photos from Gold Rush. We will be doing a 2-box 32-team mini helmet break, so 2 people getting an autographed mini helmet. We are going to be doing spots for the 3-hit baseball bat, the Gold Rush full-size helmet, single jersey for baseball, single jersey for football, the 3 jersey Raz, and a couple sneaker spots. So a lot of good stuff, inexpensive to get in, chances at giveaways, guaranteed giveaways as well in that. We have just a few spots remaining in the basketball break. This is a random team. 1 person will get an autographed sneaker, 1 person will get an autographed basketball jersey, 1 person will get an autographed full-size basketball. So some really good stuff in that as well. And then we have the full-size autographed baseball helmet paired up with an autographed baseball jersey. At this point, we have the Tampa Bay Rays and the Chicago Cubs. The Rays actually have several hits in this break, so there's actually, I think there were like 2 to 4. I at least 2. There could have been up to 4. And from what I was told, Kyle Manzardo is a Ray in this series. Now, if we end up pulling him for the Guardians, I apologize, but I've heard that he's a Ray from my rep. So I always am asking about what's available for like teams like the Rays, because you know it's sometimes we're like, Rays, who, what? Okay, we'll go. I'm down. All right, but hey, it is time to do a little love for the full size. That's right, we're gonna go to this guy right here. Full size helmet here for football. All right, let me go ahead and grab that out. Place these guys back, maybe, without getting too cray-cray. All right, so 1 full-size helmet and 1 jersey. All right, friends. I want everybody for this to give me an NFL division. 1 NFL division. That's all you have to do. And it has to be for the helmet. We're going to be dealing with the helmet and helmet only for the division. Now, typically I put the lower number for the helmet on the table. For some reason I grabbed box 13. I thought that was a lower one. I actually have box 2. These are the last 2 from this series. 2 and 13. 13 is on the table. 2 is in the corner of the den. Like I said, last 2 I have from this series. There's 3, there's 4, 5, 6, and 7 times. Box 2, so I actually do have to make a switch here. Alright, give me 1 second. Box 2 is coming on. So you can see right there, that's box 2. We're going to say au revoir to box 3. Alright, that said, we now have to figure out our helmet. Alright, our jersey. I have 1 and 9. 1 and 9 for our jerseys here. I'll just put both on the table. You can actually see right there, 1 and 9. Alright, so 1 and 9, 7 times. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 times. Alright, box 1. Or black bag, in this case, black bag 1. Taking number 9, adios. Alright. We have Jake with the Cardinals, Ryan with the Falcons, Dave with the Ravens. Here comes George with the Buffalo Bills. Daniel has the Panthers, Mike with the Bears. Daniel with the Bungles, William with the Browns, Shirley with the Boys. David with the Broncos. Mike has the Lions. Mike C with the Lions. Mike W with the Pack Attack. David with the Texans. Steven's got the Colts. Troy's got the Jags. Brandon with the Chiefs. Williams got the Raiders. Stephanie with the Chargers. Gregory's got the Rams. David with the Lions. Yeah. Not only does Greg... I can't talk. David has his Dolphins. Chad with the Vikes. TQ with the Pats, David with the Saints, Brandon with the J-Man, David with the Jets, Case is the Eagles, Charlene with the Steelers, Zach has the Niners, Mike with the Seahawks and the Bucks, Dwayne with the Titans, and David's having fun with the Titans. Oh, no, he's not. David's having fun with the Commanders. Whew! Have another one. All right, guys. Good luck here. Good luck. Ooh, had another. Let's go. Quarterback, quarterback, quarterback. All right, this is black bag 1. Black bag number 1. We'll give it a slice up top. Let's see what we got. All right, black bag number 1. Morton. Look at that. Look at that. Craig Morton for, if I'm not mistaken, that's a Colt hit, right? Craig Morton for the Colts. Indianapolis Colts, if I'm not mistaken, Craig Morton. Most of his career, I would think it was a Bronco. But I think it's a Colt. No, I'm wrong. I am wrong. This is a Dallas Cowboy. He wore 15 with the Giants. He wore 7 with the Broncos, but he wore 14 with the Cowboys. Dallas Cowboys. This is Charlene. Charlene, guys. Yep, Cowboys. You got. This is Charlene. Congratulations, Charlene. As Beckett authenticated. Beckett authenticated, and I'm going to make sure that I send Steven. Steven, I'm going to send you a sealed pack here of the Score Football 2025 for making that error. All right, so Steven, that sealed pack is here because I don't know if you're in the break. If you are, I'll open that. Just let me know, Steven, if you're in here. But if you're not, I gave you false hope, so I just want to let you know I'm sending you a sealed pack for that. All right. Yes, I'm here. Okay. Well, Steven, this is going to be your pack. We'll open it up. These are your cards. 2025. This is a Score 2025 pack for you, Steven. I apologize. I thought that was your hit. Don't like giving people false hope. Hey, Steeler fans like this guy right here. A little Jack Sawyer. Jack Sawyer. How about a Will Campbell? A Cam Williams. A little Sadie, don't call me cassette tape lamb. A little Puka. We have Kobe Bryant, that Kobe Bryant, Grady Jarrett, Cavante Turpin, Rashard White. That is Rashid. Shaheed, I can't talk. Malachi Corley and Kyler. All right. Little extra cards coming your way there. That'll be yours, Steven. Yeah, sorry about that. You are welcome. That's right, you did say you got traded for that Sawyer helmet. Traded for it last Friday, Thursday or Friday, something like that. Oh yeah. Here we go! Let's go! Hall of Famer! Box 2, guys. Next to last one from this series. Tuesday will be the last one from this series. Smaller break on Tuesday, just a heads up if you aren't aware, there will be a smaller break on Tuesday. That out. Secondary seal, as we say. Alright, it's cut time. Remember, the guesses, divisional guesses, were for this one right here, okay? Divisional guesses are for the helmet only. Just as a reminder on all those guesses. Else. Ooh, now what team is this? I am really curious to see what team this is. All right, because this is a big difference. All right, it's his former team. All right, he was a second-round draft pick. Now plays for the Pittsburgh Steelers. We have wide receiver on a Seattle Seahawks helmet. This looks sick, guys. How about that? How about DK Metcalf? DK Metcalf on the hit for the Seahawks. Seattle Seahawks. Mike, congratulations, Mike. That's a nice looking helmet, Mike. Mike venturing outside of his normal territory and getting a really cool color matching signature on the helmet. Congrats, Mike. Guys, that's an NFC West guess, too, on a Beckett authenticated helmet. these. I love the helmet. It looks beautiful. Alright, guys. Like, this is a nice... Like, you cannot get a closer color match than those two. That's really cool. Alright, so NFC West. Mr. Widows, the other Mike. Craig, guess. Greg, you're the Rams. I'll give you that. It's an NFC West team. Daniel, I'll give you it. Not give you it. You guessed it. NFC West. Gilbert, what up, Gilbert? You've got the West. Gee, Thomas. I don't know. Thomas has it. Alright, I think that's everybody. I have Mike Widows, Greg, Daniel, Gilbert, and Thomas Sweeney. How's it glow in the dark? I don't know. Needs turbocharged. It's turbo time. An angel just got its wings. Alright, let me put together 3 boxes, 2 hits, 1 whammy. 2 hits and 1 whammy. Alright. Mike, Greg, Daniel, Gilbert, and Thomas, you each get to pick a box of... Well, not each. You each are battling for a box of mystery here. 7 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 times. Alright, Mr. Sweeney! Alright, Thomas, you get to pick a box of mystery. Thomas, which box would you like? Butterfly. Alright, butterfly effect going to Thomas. Thomas, that means you passed up on a historic autograph, 1918, the end of the Great War, or what later would become known as World War I. Alright, the historic autographs hobby pen. Thomas, you passed up on the silver box. The silver box was the whammy, but not all whammies are created equal, Thomas, because coming out of this one was your very own Gold Rush t-shirt. Alright, so a Gold Rush t-shirt. Not yet. Alright, Thomas. That means you are going to be getting a pack of Prism Football 2025. Prism Football. Let's go. Alright, Thomas. A Mike Gesicki. A Damian Martinez. How about a little Vince Ferragamo? Vince Ferragamo. This is a prism right here. This is a disco prism. Odd place for the kid reporter. And Derwin James. Alright, Vince Ferragamo. Don't see too many Vince Ferragamos on the modern day polls. We'll just put it like that. There you go. Thomas, this card's coming your way. Thank you, Mr. Hawks. Give me 1 second here, friends. Like Mr. Hawk said, not a lot of spots remaining. Let me go in. Yep, 8 and 6. Alright. You're looking to get in the action. There are 6 spots remaining in the kicks break. Just 6. You will get a random team with autographed sneaker or sneaks, autographed full-size basketball, and autographed jersey. So 3-box team, a break, autographed sneaker. Then our best value always is our grab bag. There were several spots tonight, but a lot of big stuff. We have 6 automatic giveaways. Technically guaranteed to get 8 because 2 people get mini helmets out here, plus other spots possible for them to break. So a lot of good stuff here in our random grab bag. Alright, that's all. If you want to grab a spot, upcoming break schedules, those are what remain. Our next break is going to be the full-size helmet. I got to plug in Cubs and Rays, so give me 1 second while I plug in Cubs and Rays, and it'll be the full-size batting helmet. Looks like I got Phillip with the Cubbies. Thanks, Phillip. And the Rays, who grabbed the Rays? Better plug that in. The Rays are going out to Chris or David. It might be David. Nope, it is Chris. Alright, Chris, I got you. Alright, let me refresh this. 7 times. Alright, I don't know why I said 7 times. I say a lot of things I don't know, apparently. Alright, we know it's going to be... Actually, we don't know it's going to be this one. Could be. Might be. Alright, we know it's either going to be box 34 or 44 for the helmet. Same deal. Let's give the division for baseball. Baseball division, helmet only, even though there's a jersey in this well. Do the helmet only for your divisional guess on this one. So 34 and 44 are 2 possibilities. There's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 times. Box 44. So let me go ahead and make a swap. Give me a second. 44 is going to come on. Alright, so box 44 is coming on. That's this guy. And 34 is out of here. Gallopers. Canterbuoners. Alright, now we gotta figure out the jersey. Alright, we have 1, 4, and 8. 1, 4, and 8. 1, 4, and 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 times. Box black bag 8. One of the very bottom. This guy. That's a 4. That was not the very bottom, dude. This guy. That is 8. Alright, guys. We have Jake with the Diamondbacks. If you haven't, make sure you put your divisional guesses for the helmet in there. We have Jake with the Diamondbacks, George with the Braves, David's got the O's, Brandon's got the Bo Sox, Phillip's got the Cubs, Gregory with the White Sox, Jeff has the Reds and the Guards. We've got Long Gone with the Rocks. We've got Case with the Tigers, Troy with the Astros, David with the Royals, Daniel with the Astros. Daniel, I don't know what I'm saying. Daniel got the Angels. Jake has the Dodgers. Jose with the Marlins. Brian's got the Brewers. Jeff S. with the Twins. Vlad is in charge of the Mets tonight. Mike's got the Yanks. Greg's got the A's. Daniel with his Phils. Justin with the Buccos. Chris has the Friars. Zach Attack with the G-Men. TQ with the M's. Michael Evans got his Cards. Chris with the Rays. David's sitting nicely here with the Rangers. Mike has the Jays. And Greg has the Nats. Alright, friends. I'm going to call no more guesses. No more guesses. Good luck, everyone. We have box black bag 8. Black bag number 8. Well, let's get our baseball good luck duck out there. Quack, quack. We're going to give a black bag cut down the side. Ooh, nothing's better than a nice little Steve Sachs. Los Angeles Dodger, 1988 Rookie of the Year, 1982? 82, good year. Good year. Just saying, if you were born that year, good year. Beckett authenticated. 1982 National League Rookie of the Year, Steve Sachs. Steve Sachs, Dodger hit. Don't be having the Blues. Give the Dodgers. Jake. Daniel. All right, guys. We are talking box 44 here. Box 44. Quack, quack. Box 44. Let's go. It's quack, quack. All right, good luck, everyone. Just a few spots left on dad-breaks.com because you know you want to go there. You know you want to go. All right, box 44. This is your divisional guesses on this one. Here's our helmet. Take all the paper out. All right, now what team is this going to be with? I actually mentioned earlier tonight that the Cubs and Rays hooked up on a trade a few years ago. This player has played for both of those teams. This is going to be the team he came up with, it looks like. A former prodigious powered third baseman. Doesn't strike out too much, unfortunately. From the Chicago Cubs. How about a little Christopher Morel? Christopher Morel coming out of here. Chris Morel. This is going to be an MLB 2020 helmet here for the Chicago Cubs. Christopher Morel. Beckett authenticated on the Christopher Morel batting helmet. NL Central, by the way. Philip, have yourself a day. And NL Central on the guesses here. Alright, guys. NL Central. Alright, Gilbert with the correct guess. NL Central. Mr. Evans, the correct guess. Greg, the correct guess. Alright. There are three correct guesses. Alright, 3 correct guesses. While you guys go to dad-breaks.com, there are 3 correct guesses on this. Alright, I'm putting together 3 boxes of mystery. Alright. The question is going to be, do you like babes? Do you like silver? Or are you golden? Alright, guys. It is Gilbert, Mike, and Greg battling it out. Not to the death. I had NL Central. Troy had... Oh, wait. I also had Troy. Hey, I missed it. Troy. Hey, Jeff S. Hey, I'm just adding you guys. Sorry about that. One of you guys. Gonna pick a box of mystery here. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 times. It is Gilbert. All right, Gilbert. You are going to get to pick here a box of mystery. Sorry about that, Troy and Jeff, but I was able to get you in there. Order hat trick. Alright, going with silver. Alright, that means you passed up on the golden egg. Inside the golden egg was a mega box with a 10 card pack, including 1 memorabilia card and 2 steel cards. So we missed out on that guy for now. Then you passed up on the Babes. Inside the Babes was your very own Whammy. This Whammy, look at this. Whoop, whoop, whoop. This Whammy had a bunch of gross minis. Buttella? I don't know. But not today. Alright. Alright, Gilbert, here you go. Gilbert, here is your pack. You're going to get a pack of Topps Baseball, the Update Series 2024. Gilbert, I forgot to write your name. Give me 1 second. Gilbert, let's go. Gilbert, how about a little Juan Soto, Stephen Kolak, young and hungry. Junior Caminero, rookie. That's a nice one. Kyle Manzardo, rookie. All smiles. We have Nick Avila and Eric Miller. We have Austin Martin, 300 career home runs. Colt Keith, rookie. Lucas Erceg. How about a Jonathan Clase? That is not numbered. Yes, it is. Numbered out of 224. How about an Aaron Judge? And a Austin Riley. Alright, got a little short print love in there. Those cards coming your way, Gilbert. Christopher. Chris, you said me too to something. Alright, I don't know. Maybe I missed you. Chris, you haven't been in many of my breaks, so you know what, Chris? Let's give you a little something here, Chris. Chris, I'm going to tell you to tell me, Chris J, left or right? I don't know if this is your first time breaking with me or first time in a while. I don't remember. You have a name that sounds familiar, so it might be first time in a while, but you know what? Either way, if it is your first or first in a while, you are going to get a box of, not a box, but a pack of your choice, Chris. But Mr. Jorgensen, you need to tell me left or right. And let me look up something. How many spots are left, guys? We have in our grab bag 6 spots. Let's sell those last 6 spots. 6 spots left, guys, in that grab bag. Because that's all we have left are the grab bag. Everything's tied to the grab bag at this point, pretty much. All right, Mr. Jorgensen. You have 10 seconds to make a selection here. Otherwise, we'll move on. I just want to make sure you're still out there. Give you a pack for missing you. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Boop, 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 boop. 0. All right, they're mine. Chris, if you hear this, and if you're behind a little bit, let me know, and I'll hit you up with one of those 2 packs. But for now, finders keepers. Christopher's weepers. Alright, guys. So here's the deal. Pretty much the rest of this stuff is tied to our grab bag. I do have one break I can do, but it's involving a new case. So we're going to do that, but just... actually, I can't do it. Oh, yeah, I can. The juice break. Just bear with me, because I have to open up a new case for this. And I'm going to be opening this up here on the table. It's not fully on the table because you can't see everything, but it's clearly a new case. It's RSA bats. For this, very simple. You're going to tell me juiced or not juiced. Juiced or not juiced. Okay, new kind of box. New kind of box. RSA is always changing things up. Alright, box 1. 2. I'm not complaining. These might be reshippable boxes. So. RSA is always changing up the packaging, always. Alright, let me... actually, that all works. Let me put this... let me write numbers. Actually, we'll just write on the boxes. No, I shouldn't, because if I re-shipped with those, I shouldn't do that. You write numbers. 1, 2, 3. And if you don't understand what juiced or not juiced means, I'll explain that here in a minute. If you want to wait to put your guess. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Alright, 1 at the top, 2, 3, and then 4. Alright, the way this is going to work, guys, we'll figure out the bet. Then I'll have more room to show you how this works. If you're unaware. As far as guessing. 2, 3, and 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 times. Alright, box 3. Alright, so box number 3. Alright, so it's this guy. We're going to be using this box right here. We'll take these out. So I think I have another... I might have 2 boxes still. So I have 2 boxes, not might. I have 2 cases left of RSA bats. I might still... some of them might still be the old series. I'm not sure. One I'm finding out. Because I have 3 cases of bats. Because when I buy, I have to buy in bulk to get a good pricing. To make it worthwhile to do these breaks. So we can make money from my daughter's 529, have cash flow to get good pricing, things like that. So just a heads up on that. There may be the old series moving forward. Who knows? They might even still package with the other series. They're always changing. So. We know we're using boxes 1 and 3. This is 1. This is 3 right there. We know we're using those. Those are the last 2 from the case. But what juiced and not juiced means. Juice means the item so essentially juice means not by definition of the product, it means a huge player. Guys like Joe DiMaggio, Muhammad Ali, things like that, okay? By our definition, it means a guy that did not play professional baseball. Right, so by our definition for the giveaway, did not play professional baseball. With that being said, last call on guesses. We have Jake with the Diamondbacks. George with the Braves. Just reminded me, I think our first box from this case, we opened up a president, and I was able to show that to my dad while he's in the hospital. Not show, show him a picture of it. It just made me think of my dad, sorry. Jake has the Diamondbacks. George has the Braves. Ryan with the Orioles. Brandon with the Bo Sox. Chris with the Cubs. TQ with the White Sox. Philip with the Reds and Guardians. Troy with the Rockies. Case has the Tigers. Chris with the Astros. Mike with the Royals. Adam's got the Angels. Jake, you've got your Dodgers. Jeff with the Marlins. Mike has the Brew Crew. Jeff with the Twins. Jake in the house with the Mets. Case with the Yanks. Jeff has the A's. Chris with the Phillies. Mike has the Pirates. We have Chris with the Friars, Zach with the Giants, Daniel with the Mariners, Steven with the Cardinals, David with the Rays, Andrew with the Rangers, Mike has the Jays and the Nats. Yeah, it was a good memory. It was President Carter, Jimmy Carter. Was able to show that. My dad was a huge history buff, so it was a good memory here. All right, guys, no more guesses. And while he was a little out of it at that point in his life, it was a good memory. All right, guys, let's get. Oh, how do we need? Give me 1 second. I still get moments. We all do, I guess. Oh yeah, hot dog Frank. Here we go, big hit. Oh yeah, yum yum. Box one, guys. Sealed up all the way around. Secondary seal, we're gonna cut into that. See what we got. All right. Well, this won't be juiced by the definition. But how about a World Series? Oh, it is a World Series baseball, too. Oh, this is awesome. This is a great pull. A Rawlings Beckett authenticated 2008 World Series baseball. Right there. 2008 World Series. Cole Hamels, World Series champion, World Series MVP. Cole Hamels for the Phillies. That's awesome, Chris. Congratulations, Chris. That's really cool. Got to meet Cole Hamels. Very weird story. I was in Tiffany's. This is like 2010. So 2 years after, I'm at Tiffany's in New York or in Philadelphia. I'm buying like a $70 charm for my wife's necklace, and Cole Hamels is in there. And I still to this day feel bad for the rep that had to work for me instead of Cole Hamels, because they literally closed the store to the public when he went in, but I was already in there. Yeah, that was crazy. I literally was buying like this. My wife still wears it. It was a pretzel, little silver pretzel from New York City I keep saying New York, Philadelphia for her. All right, so those are probably way more than $70 now. I don't know. All right, so that is Old Animals. Frank, here we go. Yum, 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 yum. If you're wondering, my daughter, it was one of her. She used to like Hot Dog Frank. Was from some video game. I don't even know, but she made the character. This was out of an old RSA box. So that was an RSA sticker that's still stuck on it. Hot Dog Frank. Sometimes she goes, "I'm embarrassed by that, but nobody really knows me, so I don't care." And I'm like, "Gianna, it's perfect. It's even if it is 7 years old, it's awesome. I love it." Everybody loves it. It's good luck charm. Alright, guys. Secondary seal right there. Good luck, everyone. Oh, this is cool. We've pulled this on a bat. We've never seen this on a baseball. We've pulled it on a jersey. Never seen this on a baseball before. This is juiced. By definition, this will be juiced because none of these guys ever played professional baseball. But how about a baseball signed by the cast of Sandlot, the movie? There we go. Killing me, Smalls. That's awesome. This baseball is signed by the cast from the movie Sandlot. Alright, so this will be razzed off to our whole list here. And if you guess juiced, your name will get a chance at a box of mystery. Once again, we'll razz this off to our whole list. Alright, killing me, Smalls. Watch us pull a Sandlot out of this. Wouldn't that be awesome? 2 Sandlots? Alright, we've pulled a Sandlot baseball. Let's see what's in bat number 3. Now this, there's no designated area, so we'll open up knob. This is definitely the barrel. So we'll open up on the knob side over here. Oh yeah, here we go. Alright, well, we'll cut it. These boxes are unique. Not unique as in, just, where's the arrow to cut it? There we go. Well, we don't have a Sandlot bat. Oh, yes we do. Oh my gosh. We have a Sandlot baseball bat as well. That's unbelievable. Oh my god. Guys, we have a Sandlot cast baseball bat. That's unreal. We are pulling duplicates of things. 2 Mike Trouts last week. 2 baseball is pulling up doubles, and they're insane doubles. The Sandlot cast, Mike Trout last week, 2 Mike Trout autos, 2 Roger Clemens autos last week, now 2 Sandlot cast autos. That's crazy. Alright. So, the way I'm going to do this to make it fair, sometimes I don't do it this way, but I'm going to do it this way, and it's my decision, because I'm going to razz this off, but I want 2 different teams to get these 2 different items. The top name will get the bat. Okay, all 30 teams are going to go into random.org. It's the way we're going to do this. All 30 teams going into random.org. The top name is going to get the autographed bat. The second name will get the autographed baseball. Since they're both Sandlot, I want to have 2 different teams get them. I don't always do it that way for things like this, but for this break, I want to do it that way. So I'll repeat. Top name on the 7th time gets the bat. The second name on the same 7th time will get the baseball. Alright? I am killing each one of you in smalls. Alright, let's have some fun with this. Well, I did that wrong. I gotta grab the teams. Alright, 7 times. Top name 7th time gets the bat. There's 5. We're at 6. 1 more makes it 7. Here we go. Angels get the bat. The Twins get the baseball. Angels bat, Twins baseball. Angels. Alright, so the Angels are Adam. Adam, look at that. I made a mistake earlier today. You benefited. Now you're getting a Sandlot baseball bat. And the Twins, Jeff, Mr. Sandhofer. Jeff, hopefully you're having fun on vacation. You just got an autographed team baseball from the Sandlot cast. Congrats, Jeff and Adam. Alright guys, hold on 1 second while I mark this down. That's incredible. Now, can you imagine if we pulled the Sandlot? Because the Sandlot cast could come out of our 3 Jersey Raz jersey. To get 3 of them in one break would be the most insane thing of all time. Alright, guys. Well, congrats. That's cool. Jeff, you are welcome. Adam, you are welcome. I don't know if Adam's still here, but he is still welcome. That's awesome. Jeff, have you seen the movie? If you haven't, you have to see the movie. It's an all-time top 10 baseball classic. Probably top 5. Alright, guys. At this point, there are only 3 spots remaining in the grab bag and 5 in the basketball. What I'm going to do is I'm going to get caught up on spots that have come in since we started tonight. So we're going to take a 5-minute pause. A 5-minute pause if you need to go to the bathroom, grab a drink, whatever you need to do. I'm going to take a 5-minute pause here to get caught up on the spots since we started tonight. I'm going to get these names plugged in. I think that's a good time to do that because realistically at this point I have to sell those last spots to move forward with everything here. So go ahead, take a 5-minute pause. You want to check out dad-breaks.com, go ahead. If you need to go to the bathroom, whatever you need to do, we're going to move forward with this. But give me a couple minutes to just put these in, plug them in, and then we'll get started here with the end of our evening. But thank you guys. I'll be here still talking, plugging these grab bags in. All right, George, I've got you here with 3 grab bags. James, I got you with a grab bag. And these are just since 10 p.m. If you got one before 10 p.m., it's already in there. Ryan's got a couple. Mr. Evans, I've got you in here with 3. We're going to be looking at Steven. What up, Steven? I got you with a grab bag. Mr. Ross, I got you in the grab bag. Chris with 4 spots in the grab bag. Thank you, Chris. Troy's got a spot in the grab bag. Grab a few more here. Kelsey, what up, Kelsey? Kelsey, I've got you in the grab bag. Jake's got 3 in the grab bag. Candace has a couple spots here. 1 in the grab bag and 1 in our basketball break. Zach Attack has 3 in the grab bag. Thank you guys. This is Candace and Zach. Charlene's got a couple here. I think you might have grabbed a couple earlier, if I'm not mistaken. Mr. Hawks got you with 3 in the grab bag. All right. Adam, Mr. Barr just came off big in the bat break, but he also has. Oh, I gotta do the giveaway. We'll do that giveaway. Sorry, remind me. We'll do the giveaway. Somebody probably put it in the chat already. I just thought of it right now. What's it called? I don't even know what I'm talking about. The juiced break. If you guess juiced, you're gonna get a chance here at a box of mystery. I apologize about that. When I get done with this, we'll do that. So if someone remind me, put that in there, be like, juiced. So I had Mike, Thomas, Mike, Gregory, the other Mike. You know how I feel like I'm getting old? Been watching a TV show with my wife and daughter that's on the Hallmark Channel, or was on. It's like on Netflix now. Like they jump into some pond and they time travel. That's how I know I'm old. I'm watching Hallmark Channel movies or TV shows or something. I never thought I'd see the day, but it's good. It's good family time. It's really good family time. So. Can't complain. I just never thought I'd say it or see the day. Alright, Andrew got you in. Alright, almost done here. And then we'll do that aforementioned stuff. Nate, what up, Mr. Jarrett? Got you in here. Andrew. Gilbert has a basketball spot. Gregory, aka Greg, I've got you in on 3. 1, 2, 3. I feel like I was off and I'm gonna have to figure out where. Chris had the last 3. I was off. I'm gonna have to figure out where I was off. We'll figure this out. 1, 2, 3. I feel like that is sold out now, and I'm off by 1, but we'll figure this out. Give me 1 second. 3, 3, 1, 1. Might not have to go far. Andrew, Nate, Paul. Where did Chris's name come? Where do I have Chris? Paul. Got Paul. Oh, hold on here, guys. This is not adding up. We'll figure this out. I'm not too worried, but we'll figure it out. Thomas with 1. Adam with 2. And Jeff with 3. Then 2 to Charlene, and 3 to Zach. 1 to Candace. Then 3 to Jake. 1 to Kelsey. 1 to Troy. 4 to Chris. We're good. Steven. So alright, well, give me 1 second here. Sorry. We're getting somewhere. Audio problems? Lions. David. Alright, this is David. Alright. It could be you. It could be you. We'll get it figured out here. Don't worry, I got it. So, Andrew, Thomas, David, Jose, Justin, Brandon, Dan, George, James, Ryan. Alright. Jose has 2. Got that. Justin with 1. Brandon, I have 1. Daniel. Don't list it was Daniel. Alright. That's where I'm missing it. And David, you said I didn't say your name, so we'll figure that out. David. Now back to David. Oh, let's see. I do see you. I don't see you on my list here. Alright, we'll figure this out here. Alright. Daniel had 2. Then George had 3. James with 1. Ryan with 2. Alright, we're getting there. We're getting there, friends. But you're right. I didn't say your name, David, so I just want to make sure I got this. Chris. Greg. Daniel. George. James. Ryan. Mike. If you guys are interested, there are some basketball spots out there, so just as a 411, there are some basketball. Alright, so then we have Daniel, George, then there's James. There's Ryan and his 2 spots. Mr. Evans and his 3. Steven has 1. Mr. Ross has 1. Chris had 4. Troy has his one. Kelsey. David's not sure. Alright, David. David is after Paul. Oh, David, I do have you in here. Okay, we are all set. Alright, I have David's name in here. Mr. Jones, I do have your name in here. Alright, sorry. I got you. David and Dave, I got you both. Alright, sorry. We do have that all figured out. Alright, I do have to go in and get the people that said, you know what? I'm just going to go and tell somebody, because hopefully you guys are all here. Someone is going to get this pack right there, that box, that 24 Leaf Trinity pack, as long as you said juiced. As long as you said juiced, one person is going to have that. Alright, welcome back, welcome back. There are some basketball spots out there if you want to get into the game, as they say. Alright, I'm going to read the names that I have here for the juiced. I have Philip, Jeff, Hawks, Mike, W, Candace, Mr. Ross, Nate, Mike / Charlene, David M, David J, Troy B, that is Thomas Sweeney, Jose, TQ, Jeff Sandoffer, and Mr. Holmes. All are my juiced guesses. If I miss somebody, give me 10 seconds. Let me know. If not, we'll move forward. Alright, not hearing anything else, so let's do it. Moving forward, no more guesses, guys. No more guesses or whatever. There were no guesses. Alright, here we go. 7 times. There's 1, 2. This is for that whole box of cards there. It's a pack inside of the box. There's 4. There's 5. There's 6. One more makes it 7 times. Philip! Alright, Philip. That is going to be your pack, whether you're still here or not. Doesn't matter, because I made the mistake of not awarding it sooner. So, Philip, let me put your name on a sheet, a sticker. And this will be yours. Alright. This big box going out to Philip. We'll open this up. There is one memorabilia card and two steel cards inside of here. I guess I don't need that. Alright, so there'll be this pack. Put your sticker on there, Philip. This whole bad boy is coming your way. Alright, Philip. You have a Jack Caglione steel card. Jack Caglione steel. That is numbered to 290. 290, Jack Caglione. How about another steel of Hurston Waldrop? Hurston Waldrop. That is numbered to 99. Couple short print steel cards. Caglione and Waldrop. Your memorabilia card is Logan Evans. Logan Evans. There's the legend himself, Vin Scully. Vin Scully. There's De Los Santos. J.D. Dix. There's Junior. There's J.G. Weatherholt. Sal Stewart. 2 phenomenal rookies off to phenomenal starts. And Charlie Condon. Alright. Those are nice cards to be pulling today. Some really good young players, Philip. Those cards coming your way. If you're still here or not, Philip, I wanted to let you know those are yours. Alright, guys. It is time for some fun. Alright, a lot of stuff in store here. Alright. Oops, I wanted to pull this up. Alright. We have a lot of things. We have Gold Rush Value Packs, autos. We have these football spots all the way from there to here are in our 2 mini helmet break. We have the bat spots. We have the full-size helmet. We have the single baseball jersey, the single football jersey, the Raz spots, and our sneaker spots. Alright, those are all the spots that we're rousing off. And we still have a couple sneaker spots available on dad-breaks.com if you want to grab those and get in on the action. All right, I'm going to take all these names. We're going to put it over into random.org, and we're going to do this right now. 7 times. 1. There's 2. We're at 3. There's 4. 5. There's 6. One more makes it 7 times. TQ all the way down to Zack Attack. All right, we're going to copy these, and I'm going to bring it back right here. And we're going to hit paste. TQ, you're going to get a value pack. George, a value pack. Mike, a value pack. Greg, a value pack. Chris, an 8x10 photo. Greg, an 8x10 photo. These are the football spots. We'll go over those closer. These are the bat spots, the full-size helmet, the single jersey spots, all the way there. These are the Raz spots right here, and our single jersey break spots as well, our basketball sneaker breaks. All right, let's go over our value spots. They're going to be placed out there in order as is. So just throwing this out there. These are the 4, and we're just going to place them in order, and we're going to go left to right. Alright, so it's going to be TQ, then George, then Mike, and then Gregory. So let me put names on stickers. Mike, Widows, George, Thomas, Q, and Gregory. Alright. And we'll use that as our placeholder there. Alright, TQ, you get this one. Then George, you're going to get that one. And then Mr. Widows, this one. And then Gregory. And then for our photo, it's a new case. So we're just going to take the top 2 photos. The top one will go to the first person. And we're just going to do it like that. So we're just going to take the top 2 photos for this. So, you go ahead, just cut that. These top 2. And I'm just going to do it like this. And we're going to randomly assign, so the top name was Chris, and the second name was Greg. So Chris, you're going to get the one on the left. Greg, you're going to get the one on the right. Mr. Harrison. And Greg. Alright, Greg, this is yours. And Chris, this is yours. Alright, guys, I'm going to open these. Let's have some fun. We'll give them all taps from the pizza. Alright, Greg, this is your photo. Let's go ahead, have some fun with this, and then we'll get into the breaks that came with these breaks as well. Alright, guys, good luck. Greg, you have a Calvin Ridley college photo coming out of here. Calvin Ridley autograph, Alabama Beckett authenticated photo. All right, that's our first one. That'll be going out to Greg. All right, Chris. Chris, here is your autograph 8x10 photo. Mr. Harrison, you are one of my all-time favorite photos. How about a Y.A. Tittle Hall of Fame photo against the Steelers? That is a bloody head right there at Forbes Field against the Steelers. Y.A. Tittle, the late great Leaf authenticated Y.A. Tittle autograph photo. That's really cool. Like I said, that is one of my all-time favorite photos in sports. Chris, congrats. All right, we're going to go right to left. This is also going to be Greg. Greg, here is your value pack, Greg. All right, Greg, value pack. 3 cards in here. All right, your first one. How about a Keon Coleman rookie? Keon Coleman rookie. This is short printed out of 1672. It's number 1 of 1672, actually. Number 1 of 1672. Number 1. All right. How about a Devonta Smith? Devonta Smith rookie right there. And then we have a Beckett 10. We actually already saw this guy's name earlier. A Beckett 10 autograph rookie of Steve Sachs. Autograph rookie of Steve Sachs on that from 1982. That's really cool. Steve Sachs, Beckett 10 autograph rookie. All right, Greg, congrats. That is also coming your way. All right, Mr. Widows, this is yours. All right, Mike. Mr. Widows, this will be your value pack. And Mr. Widows, top card guy didn't pan out, but we have a James Wiseman rookie. James Wiseman rookie. How about a Cortland Sutton rookie? Cortland Sutton rookie. And a former, this is a Beckett 10 autograph, former top draft pick from the Quebec Nordiques, Owen Nolan, who would go on to have a very good NHL career. Owen Nolan, Beckett 10 autograph rookie. All right, so a nice Cortland Sutton rookie and a Beckett 10 autograph Owen Nolan with a Wiseman. All right, those are yours, Mr. Widows. George, here is George's pack. George, we're going to open this up for you. All right, George. You are going to get a ringside boxing Joe Calzaghe. Joe Calzaghe. This is a you have received a 4-year country card from Ringside Boxing. On the front card is a piece of a fight-worn trunk. He wore these in a fight. These are trunks, pieces of a trunk that he wore in a fight. All right, you're going to get that. How about a Joe Mixon rookie? A Joe Mixon rookie. And then how about a Prism 2016 Jimmy Johnson Beckett 9.5 rookie. Jimmy Johnson Beckett 9.5 rookie. All right, those are all yours coming. That takes multi-sport to a new level. All right, George, those are yours. Last but not least, TQ. Thomas, here we go. TQ. Well, we have your first card is a short print. There is an auto in here. There are 2 short prints and an auto. All right, you have a press pass fanfare. David Gilliland. David Gilliland, this is number 11 of 15. David Gilliland, 11 of 15 on a die cut. Then we have a Scoring Kings out of 1. This is card number, short print. This is number 1. We have 2 number 1s tonight. This is card number 1 of 47. I think I said 147. This is number 1 of 47 on a Scoring Kings Blake Griffin. Blake Griffin, number 1 of 47. And then you have an auto rookie here. Auto rookie of Red Horner. Red Horner, autographed right here. Not rookie, but autographed Red Horner, Beckett authenticated. All right, TQ. Old school Red Horner. Congratulations. All right, those are our guaranteed ones. Now I gotta plug in the other spots. Give me about 2 minutes to plug those other spots in. All right. In our 2 mini helmet break, and plug in. Well, I'll go over those in a little bit, but. Candace has the Cardinals all the way down to Zach with the Commanders. Then we have in our bat break, we'll go over this. Ryan has the Guardians. Mr. Evans, you're going to have the Rockies. And then David, you're going to have the Rays. And then in our full-size helmet break with the Panthers is going to be Paul. And then our single jersey break. For this is baseball, single jersey. We have Mr. Evans with the Diamondbacks. Then we have Troy with the Orioles. Greg, you're going to have the... why did that not show up? Alright, hold on one second. Troy, Mr. Bruns, you're going to have the Orioles. Greg, you're going to have the Reds. Charlene's going to have the Rocks. The A's are going out to Mr. Harrison. Mr. Widows will have the Friars. Jake, you're going to have the Cardinals. Daniel's going to have the Rays. And then Jose with the Nats. Alright, and then in our football break, it is Mr. Harrison with the Cardinals. The Bengals are going out to Paul. The Raiders are Zach. Jeff, Mr. Hawks, you have the Saints. Steven, you're going to have the Jets. And George, you're going to have the Commanders. And then in our Raz break, Mike is going to have AI, Allen Iverson. Mike C. Brandon's going to have Brett Hall. Jeff Hawks, you're going to have Luis Gonzalez. And then in our sneaker breaks, Mike and Zach, Mike C and Zach are getting 2 spots in that. And we still had a few spots remaining on the site as well. So sneaker break isn't sold out, so if you guys are interested in grabbing a spot still had a few spots in our NBA sneaker break. We will not be doing a sneaker break on Tuesday, so if you're wondering, that won't be coming up, but we do have some stuff tonight. Alright, let's refresh this. This is our mini helmet RSA, 2 RSA mini helmet break. There are going to be 2 of these. Alright. I want everybody out there, all you have to do, give me 1 NFL team. If it comes up either mini helmet, every single person that guesses correctly will get a box of mystery. If we have more than 4 people, 4 or more, we'll put prizes out on the table instead. Alright. Go ahead, everybody put a box of guess out there. For the mini helmets, we have 1 on the table. We also have 3, 4, and 6. 1, 3, 4, and 6 for our mini helmets here. 1, 3, 4, and 6. 1, Daniel's name out. Rid of that coating. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 2. Top 2 numbers 7 times. 6 and 3. 6 and 3. Alright, so grab those numbers right here. 6 and 3. There's box 6 right here. 3 right there. That is box 1 coming off. Take this. Stickers don't like to stick to those boxes that well. It looks like kind of sliding off, but they're still on. Alright. Are there any trades out there? I don't know. Candace, I got you. Jake, give me a team. Give me a team for this one, Jake. David, give me a team. If I said division, scratch it. I meant team. Give me a team. Team. Alright. If anybody's making a trade, let me know. Candace, you have the Cardinals. Andrew with the Falcons. David with the Ravens. Jake with the Buffalo Bills. Greg has the Panthers and the Bears. Thomas, Mr. Sweeney, has the Bengals. Mr. Harrison with the Browns. Charlene with the Boys. Adam's got the Broncos. Justin with the Lions. Jeff has the Packers. Andrew, you have the Texans. Nate has the Colts. Thomas has the Jags. Jake has the Chiefs. Chris with the Raiders. Jose with the Chargers. Mr. Evans with the Rams. Chris has the Dolphins. James with the Vikes. Ryan with the Pats. Kelsey with the Saints. TQ with the Giants. Mike has the Jets. Paul with the Eagles. Greg has the Steelers. Adam with the Niners. George has the Seahawks, Daniel the Bucks, Chris with the Titans, and Zach sitting on the commode. Nate is willing to trade the Colts for the Ravens. I think he may be willing to do that. David, are you still in there? David J. Would you trade the Colts for? Would you trade your Ravens for the Colts? I know you're an Indianapolis person. I don't know if you're a Colts person though. I'm not seeing, is David J in here still? I know he might not still be. Mr. Jones, if you're still here, Lions 3240. I will trade Ravens for Colts. Alright, Ravens and Colts are being traded. Got you guys. Any other trades? Who had that? Let me find out for you. That is Ryan. I don't know if Ryan's in here. I don't know if Ryan's in here, unfortunately for you, Tom. Ryan, if you're in here, the Jaguar spot is available for your Guardian spot if you're interested, Ryan. Alright, I'm going to give everything a 15-second countdown. It'll be a quiet countdown. And then if no further action, we'll get started. I wish everybody good luck. Alright, 5, 4, sorry, Mr. Ross. 3, 2, 1. Alright, let's see if that'll refresh for us with as is. My baseball spot, Mr. Widows. Well, hold on, Mr. Widows, his baseball spot. Mr. Widows, you have in the single jersey baseball spot the San Diego Padres. Well, I think that's going to hold out of you on this one. We'll talk about that when we get to that break, Mike. Maybe someone will trade you a football spot in the single jersey. But for now, we'll move on with this. All right, guys. 6 and 3. We'll do 6 first. We'll do 6. All right, there is 3 right there. Numbers 1 will come off. It's a little clammy in here. Maybe that's why. I think it's the box, though. But that is box 3. Alright, guys. Good luck. Good luck to everybody. But, Mike, mention that again when we get to those spot breaks. Alright, our first mini helmet here. A Cincinnati Bengal helmet. Cincinnati Bengal. Honestly, don't know the signature. It's a Bengals hit, though. We're going to have to look this up. Beckett authenticated. There is the auto right there. It's a Beckett authenticated Bengals helmet, guys. So the Bengals are going to get on the board for Thomas, Mr. Sweeney. Zach. Alright, Zach and whatever you guys had, Zach, in the football, baseball trade. We'll talk about that, Mike. All right, Thomas, let's find out who... Is it AJ Green? I believe you. I'm still going to look it up, but I believe it. I just have never pulled an AJ Green that I'm aware of. One W 009052. How is that not as... Apparently I did not put 0-0. And that is 775. Corey Dillon. Corey Dillon on the hit right there. Alright, Corey Dillon. And that is this break right here. Alright, so we have Corey Dillon going out to Mr. Sweeney. Congrats, Thomas. Looks like Corey... Yeah, you... When David's in there, he is in there. Corey Dillon is correct. David, that was impressive. Alright, guys. Box 6. Quack, quack. Box 6. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Maybe. Maybe it'll come out here. I don't like that they put them upside down. It's hard. We have a Raider. Okay. We have Bob. I like to act with the with the Saved by the Bell cast. Bob Golick. Bob Golick on a Raiders JSA authenticated hit right there. JSA Bob Golick hit right there. Where's Zach Morris when you need him? Alright, so that is a Raiders hit, and that is going out to Mr. Harrison. Congrats, Chris. Bob Golick. Alright, so we have Raiders and Bengals. Long time family owners in that one. Long time. The Browns, which own the Bengals. Wow. Long time family owners. Alright, for both teams. Alright, so Bengals and Raiders. Bengals and Raiders. Thomas has the Bengals as his guest, too. Alright, Thomas, you were going to get a box of mystery here, Thomas. You're the only correct guess that I saw. Alright, Thomas. You guys are welcome. There are going to be 2 hits and 1 whammy out there, Thomas. 2 hits and 1 whammy. Alright, Thomas. 2 hits, 1 whammy. Which box will you run with today, Thomas? Alright, Mr. Sweeney, go ahead and make your selection. Going with the Babes. Alright, Thomas, that means you passed up on Flower Power. Inside of Flower Power was a historic autographs hobby pack from the Mob. Alright, then you passed up on Silver. Inside of Silver was the Whammy. That was a game of Would You Rather. Would You Rather. Alright, so Would You Rather game. Alright, the Babes. Coming your way, Thomas. How about a hobby pack with a guaranteed autograph rookie from 2026? Alright, Thomas. Guaranteed autograph rookie out of here. This year's draft class. Some did go back to college. Alright, Thomas. There's Anthony Smith. Drew Aller right there. Drew Aller. Raylan Sharp. Skip your auto. It's an on-card auto. On-card auto. And there's a Nick Harbor, Nick Anderson, and Caton Wade. Your on-card auto is Alante Brown. Alante Brown on-card autograph. There you go. Congrats, Thomas. Alante Brown. Daniel says, Jose, get my info, Dave. I want to that. I don't even know what we're talking about, but Jose, do that. Daniel might need to confirm what we're talking about. So just a heads up, there are 4 basketball spots on the site remaining, guys. Just as a 411, there are 4 basketball spots on dad-breaks.com if you want to get in on the action. I know Candace grabbed a spot very recently. Thank you, Candace. I'm just putting that in there right now. So there are 4 spots remaining in the basketball break. Alright, guys. I think we're going to do the single baseball jersey break. Single baseball jersey break. Let me refresh this. That is what we see. I see Mike with the Padres. And I think Mike and Zach are willing to trade. Mike and Zach. Zach, what football spot did you have? Let me find that out. Zach has the Raiders. Alright, so Mike and Zach are trading spots. So Mike Widows is going to have the Raiders now in the football break. And the Padres are now going to be Zachary's. Alright, guys. That is what I see. Are there any other trades? I'll update this here in a little bit. Let's figure out our jersey that we're going to use first. I have box 1 on the table. We have every number but 3. Every number but 3 is a possibility here. 1, 2, 4, 5, and 6 for our baseball jersey. There's 2, 3, 4, 5. 6 and 7 times. Box 1. Hey, let's stay with what's out there. Box number 1. Alright, and I'll refresh that. Alright, Zach now has the Padres. Alright, guys. For this break, I want you guys to just give me one baseball team. That's right, one baseball team. Everybody that guesses correct on this, every single person getting a pack of baseball cards. Right there. Every single person that guesses the correct team, one team. If you guess correct, you're getting a pack of cards. And the more the merrier. Alright, Mr. Evans with the Diamondbacks. Mitchell with the Braves. Troy with the Orioles. Brandon has the Bo Sox. Troy with the Cubs. Mitchell with the White Sox. Greg has the Reds. Thomas with the Guards. Charlene with the Rocks. David with the Tigers. Mitchell with the Astros. David's got the Royals. Roll in the house with the Angels. David's got the Dodgers, the Marlins, the Brewers, the Twins. Jason with the Mets. David's got the Yanks. Chris with the A's. Daniel's got the Phillies. That's Daniel K. Justin with the Pirates. Zach's got the Friars and the Giants. Rick's got the Mariners. Jake with the Cards. Daniel with the Rays. David's got the Rangers. Mike has the Jays. Jose's got the Nats. Alright, I'm going to call no more guesses. And Mike's like, it's going to be a Friars because I traded it. Alright, guys, no more guesses here. Mark back. Box 1. So secondary seal is right there. We're going to show you around the earth. Secondary seal is that guy. We're going to cut into her, see what we got. that guy and then cut into her. Yeah, dude, that makes sense. We have, ooh, all right, from the Cleveland Guardians, Carlos Baerga. Great second baseman from the 90s for the Guards. The Indians, Guardians. Cleveland Guardians. Thomas, there you go. Mr. Ross, there's a nice hit for you. Hometown hero from the 90s, Carlos Baerga. Nice signature. Beckett on your authentication. Carlos Baerga going out to the Guards. TR in the house. Mr. Ross, there you go. Mr. Ross was looking for a Cleveland hit earlier. He was hoping to trade for the bat spot, but he got a baseball hit. Hey, Thomas, you're welcome. Or Tom. Nice pull right there. Beckett on your authentication. Alright, guys. So that is Guardians, Cleveland. Jake, correct guess. It even said Indians. Jake Nostradamus. Tom with the guess as well. Alright. 2 packs going out. And you know what? Both hobby. Why not? Both hobby packs. Jake or Tom, you pick left or right. Left or right. These are hobby packs in 2015. This is Elite 2015. Left or right. Jake or Tom, first come, first serve. You each are going to get one. Left to Tom, you got it. That means Jake, you didn't get the pick, so we'll look at Jake's pack first. It was Jake, right? I want to make sure I had that right. Yeah, Jake. All right. Jake, you're a huge center. Right there. All right, Jake, this is the one that Tom left you. Let's see what you got. All right. He left you a Tyler Stevenson rookie. There you go, Tyler Stevenson. Dansby Swanson. Justin Meese. A filler card. Jarrell Cotton. And Mauricio Dubon. It's a good pack. Dubon, Stevenson, and Swanson all getting regular playing time this year. All right, Jake, those are your cards. Mr. Ross, this is the pack that you said I want. Let's see if you made the right choice. Lucas Herbert, a Chris Betts. There's a backwards Wilson Contreras autograph. There you go. That's awesome. Wilson Contreras autograph rookie. That is an insane rookie autograph pull right there. Congratulations. Wilson Contreras autograph rookie. Look at that. Right there. That's what we're talking about. A Wilson Contreras autograph rookie straight from the pack. Tanner Rainey and Correll Prime. But you know what? That's what we're talking about. Wilson Contreras autographed rookie. Boom. Congratulations, Mr. Ross. You are welcome. That's why we do the giveaways. I always tell people this. I've already paid for all this stuff. I wish everybody got something huge in my giveaways. Alright, you know what? Let's just jump right into the football. Let's just jump into it. Alright. There are currently on dad-breaks.com 4 spots in our basketball break. 4 spots. I'm going to head over there real quick. This is a reminder. I will have within about 3 minutes of our break ending tonight spots for Tuesday's break. It's a smaller break. It will not be as big as my typical Friday breaks. Smaller break, shorter break as well. No basketball. None of the random. I don't think there's many or any random sport team ones in that break. But for the basketball break, there are 4 spots remaining. If you want to jump in tonight, the Kicks break has 4 spots: autographed basketball jersey, autographed basketball sneaker, autographed basketball. All right, that's all that remains. This is our schedule, upcoming schedule. Let's get into our football break. We have box 3 on the table. Box 3 is on the table. For this, I want everybody, if anybody that had a football spot is interested in trading, go ahead, you can discuss it. But I want to offer this to everybody. You're going to do the same thing. Football, we'll name one team. If you guess correctly for this, you too will get a pack of your choice. And we'll hopefully pull a Wilson Contreras equivalent in that. But this, we have boxes 3, 5, and 6 as possibilities. 3, 5, and 6. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 times. Box 6 for this one. And if you're wondering why there's different colors, I don't know if I explained this earlier. Those spots were the spots that came from the grab bag. It's just more so from my perspective. When I go through at the end and have to ship out to people, I can line it up if I need to line things up with the orders. Alright, guys. We have Chris with the Cardinals, Mitchell with the Falcons, David with the Ravens, Mike has his Buffalo Bills, Daniel H with the Panthers, Matt has the Bears, Paul with the Bungles, William with the Brownies, Mitchell with the Boys, David has the Broncos, the Lions, the Packers, and the Texans, Matt's got the Colts, William with the Jags, Tyler with the Chiefs, Mike has the Raiders, David with the Chargers, Mitchell's got the Rams, the Dolphins, Roman's got his Vikes, and his wife's Patriots. Just got the Saints. Daniel with the Giants. Steven's got the Jets. David with the Eagles. Mitchell with the Steelers. Zach's got the Niners. David with the Seahawks. William with the Bucks. David with the Titans. And George sitting on the commode. Alright, we call this No More Guesses. No more guesses, guys. Good luck. Everybody that guessed correctly gets a box of mystery. Alright. Let's see. For this football... Little beer juice. Oh, beer juice making an appearance. Box 6. Sealed up all the way around. Secondary seal. Phillies. Andrew, I'm just going to give you the Eagles as your guess. I see the number 1. We have a Deebo Samuel, Washington Commanders. That's a Commander jersey here, guys. We have a Commanders jersey. Washington Commanders, Deebo Samuel. It is not a $40. This is a Commander jersey. And this is a Washington Commanders, Deebo Samuel. See the color there? Washington Commander. Alright, just wanted to make sure you guys saw that. Washington Commanders, Deebo Samuel. Alright, give me 1 second. I'm packaging that back up. And in this break, that is George. George, getting this from the grab bag. Congratulations, George. Deebo Samuel coming your way. To George. All right. Commanders on the guesses. Any Commanders guesses? I don't see a Commander's guess. Does anybody else see a Commander's guess? I don't even see any comments. By the way, that is PSA authenticated, George. PSA on your authentication. Alright, here's what we're going to do. we are going to give away a pack of cards to somebody. You know what? Let's do this. We're going to give one person, not one, but 2 packs of cards. That's right. One lucky person is going to get an absolute calendar pack and a score football pack. 2 packs to one person. All right, all you have to do is give me a guess, and that'll count towards your giveaway guesses here. All right, 7 times. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 times. I don't know who ATV Steez is. Did I write that down? ATV Steez. I don't think I ever did. Well, ATV Steez, reveal yourself, because you just got yourself 2 packs of cards. Give me your first name and your last 2 initials. You don't have to be in the break. I feel like I've heard that name, but I'm not sure. Who's ATV Steez? And that fell over again. You're getting 2 packs of cards if you reveal yourself. That's Steven. Hey, Steven. Congratulations. You are getting 2 packs of cards. Steven, thank you for joining us. Did you find me through Instagram or just finding me online? I was just curious. I know you got a few spots, and I'm just curious how you found us. But either way, Steven, this is a calendar pack. All right, so there are 3 cards in your calendar pack, and then we'll get a score pack. This is 2024. All right, so 2024 calendar pack for you here, Steven. All right, we'll start this way. How about a Keon Coleman, a rookie? Keon Coleman, rookie. You have a Jameer Gibbs, second year. And a Kenneth Walker as well. So, Keon Coleman, rookie. Color match on that as well. Okay. Gotcha. Well, I appreciate you coming back. Thank you so much, Steven. All right, here we go. Score pack right here. There's a nice rookie on the back. All right, you have a Frank Clark, Chris Carson, Bo Jackson. There's a Cam, Warren Moon. There's a C.J. Mosley, J.D. McKissick, Des Ritter, Devontae Wyatt, rookie, Myjai Saunders. There's first ballot, Brett Favre. How about this card right here? Potential Kyren Williams. Kyren Williams, nice rookie right there. Kyren Williams. KW is the auto, but Kyren Williams is the hit. All right, nice little rookie pull there of the running back from the Rams. All right, Steven, those cards both coming your way. Both packs coming your way. All right, guys. This is a break. I used to not do a giveaway, but you know what? I changed my mind. Everybody out there, you're going to give me one name on this list, although Luis Gonzalez did not show up. Why did my Luis Gonzalez name not show up? Luis Gonzalez was Jeff, Mr. Hawks. I don't know why it didn't show up. It's on here. That's weird. It's on here. There we go. Alright. I want everybody out there, just give me one name you see from this list. One name. If you guess correctly, and it comes from either box that we use, you are automatically going to be entered for a box of mystery. Box of mystery time again. Alright, box of mystery. We have box 1 as a possibility. We also have box 4. 1 and 4 are the last 2 boxes. I'll get into how the options and how this works in a little bit more in a second. Just a few spots remaining here on Dad Dash Breaks. There are 3 spots remaining in our basketball break. So if you're interested, just 3 basketball spots remaining. Alright, so 1 and 4 are the possibilities. Here's 1. Here's 4. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 times. Alright, box number 4. Let me go ahead and grab that. that guy. We are going to be saving the last box, box 1, for our last one next Friday. Alright, well, you didn't see that because I didn't show it, but box 4 is on there now. Apparently I didn't switch it in time. Alright, guys. Or's not on our list. You're going to want to pick something else, Steven. It's one of these names you see on our list here on the left-hand side. Alright. I'll give you guys all a second. Let me grab a beer real quick. I need a new beer. Alright, got my brewski in hand. Open it up, give it a little pop. Hey, no worries. Orr, I was like, Orr? Bobby Orr would be great. Alright, we got David with Aiden Hutchinson. Mike's got AI. Chris has Baker. Brandon's got Brett Hall. Charlene's got Cam Hayward. Rick's got Charlie Sheen and Chevy Chase. Roman's got Chris Carter. Jose's got the Worm. Mike has Dick Buckus. Mitchell's got Emmett Smith. Jose's got Tatis. We got Thomas with Frank Thomas. That's fitting. Rick has Jamar Chase and Jackson Chorio. Troy's got Jeremy Roenick. Rick's got Jim Kelly and Jonathan Taylor. We've got Zachary with Juan Marichal and Larry Bird. Jeff has Luis Gonzalez. Mike has Marshall Falk. Zach has the Mighty Ducks cast. David's got Miguel Cabrera. Rick has Pete Rose, Rasheed Wallace, and Reggie Jackson. Justin has Ricky 420. Jeff has RJ Harvey. Rick has Slam and Sammy Sosa. Zach has the Sandlot cast. Can we do the trifecta? That'd be awesome. Jeff has Sauce Gardner. James Dean with the Diesel. We've got Jose with Sean Kemp. And Roman's got the Slapshot cast. So, just one last clarification on this. If we say pull out of here a Chevy Chase, Rick would be a happy camper. But then we say we pull Paul Skeens out of here. That'd be insane. But all 35 names would have a chance at that Paul Skeens jersey as well. So every name on here is a chance for up to 2 jerseys. All right, guys. Let's go. Good luck, everybody. Box. Let's use all these ducks. We got a football duck, a hockey duck, a baseball duck, and a basketball duck. This is box 4. Good luck, everybody. Alright, our first jersey, not on our list, but it is a name we've seen tonight. Different player, though. We saw a defenseman named Blake, but this time we have quarterback from the Cincinnati Bengals, Jeff Blake. Not Rob Blake, but Jeff Blake. Quarterback Jeff Blake, Bengals. This is going to be JSA authentication on the hit. Jeff Blake. Had some really good years in the late 90s, early 2000s with the Bengals. Oh, that'll be razzed off. I got to put that back up there. Razzed off, Jeff Blake. Our next one is on our list. All right. We have 2 hits from our list, so only one's going to get razzed off. Our next one is from our list. How about this? How about Blackhawk great Jeremy Roenick, Hall of Famer Jeremy Roenick on the hit list here. Jeremy Roenick. And guys, that is going out to Troy. Troy, congratulations. Jeremy Roenick. And by the way, Troy, if you're in here, or if you're watching this, you made a nice donation. Thomas, I don't know if Mr. Sweeney... Actually, no, Troy. Troy gave Mr. Sandhofer a nice gift. He donated his hockey puck, I believe, to Jeff Sandhofer. I sent Troy a really nice gift that will match up really well with this. So I won't talk about it more, but you'll like that. All right, Troy, congrats. Jeremy Roenick on the hit list. All right, our next one is a big time hit. A big time hit. He plays baseball and he slams. He's slamming them. He slammed Diego. From the San Diego Padres, we have Fernando Tatis Jr. Nice hit right there. And that's going out to Jose, right? It sure is. Jose, nice hit. Fernando Tatis Jr. from Slam Diego. Really nice. Really, really nice ball player. Alright, let me mark that down. Fernando Tatis Jr. 2 nice hits. Alright, that leaves us Jeff Blake. Jeff Blake. Alright, who is going to get the Jeff Blake? All 35 games going into random.org here, friends. Top name on the 7th time gets the autographed Jeff Blake, quarterback of the Bungles. He also would go on to play for the Saints, I believe. 4, there's 5. There's 6. One more makes it 7 times. This is the Sandlot cast. Alright, the Sandlot cast. And that is going out to Roman. Roman. Congratulations. Roman and Thomas Sweeney and George, Shirley, some of our longest break members. Actually, it's upside down. That was Ake, Jeff Blake right there. Roman, congratulations. Alright, did we have any Tatis or Ronan guesses? Tatis or Ronan guesses? I didn't see. We do. ALB King. Who is ALB King? I gotta know. I gotta know, because you got it correct. ALB King. I need your first name and the first 2 letters of your last name. You don't have to be the break if you're not. It's not a big deal. A name I don't recognize, so I gotta see who that is. Albert. Alright, Albert, thank you. Albert, you don't have any spots in tonight's break, correct? You could. I don't recognize the name. You don't have to. It's not a big deal. Albert Bell. I like it. I like it, Mike. It'd be Joey though, because you still go get this. You do not have to have a spot. I just want to make sure that if you do, I have it. If you don't, you're gonna need to give me your mailing address. All right, so that way I can get you whatever you end up getting tonight in the mail. All right, Albert. That's 1 box. I had 3 boxes here a second ago. That's 1. That's 2. And that's 3. All right, Albert. These are your options. You're going to want to let me know which box you would like. And again, you're going to want to make sure you message me if you're not in tonight's break, which I don't recall the name. Okay, well, I appreciate you joining, and Albert, I need you to message me when this break is over, or when you're done picking this, your address. You're going to message me here. I'll actually send the link. Give me a second here. Albert, I want you to use this link and contact me using that link that you see right there with your address. You're going to send me your name, your full name and your address, And I'm going to make sure you get this pack. I'll send you some other goodies, okay, Albert? Go ahead, Albert. Do you want the babes, the flowers, or the pleats? Your choice. You got it, Albert. No worries. Now, I didn't know you said baseball, so there actually is no baseball out here. Would you rather me replace this with something baseball? Do you like football? Do you like basketball? Albert, I want to be in your comfort zone, so you let me know, Albert. Do you rather this be a baseball product, or would you prefer... Because I'll tell you right now, you did not pick the whammy. The whammy, quote-unquote whammy, is a pack of playing cards from Gold Rush. You did not pick that. But there's no baseball. There's basketball, Albert. There's basketball and there's football out there. I don't know if you like baseball's my thing. Hey, Albert, that's perfectly fine. You know what, Albert? Let me get you a baseball pad. Albert, I'm going to put a few options out there for you. Albert, you tell me which one you would like. Like I said, you know what? Let's just do this. Let's give you a 2026 pack. Can't go wrong when we talk baseball and we talk 2026. So you just tell me left or right, Albert. Left or right? 2026 tops. Let's do it. Left or right for you, Albert? 2026. Can't go wrong that way. Welcome to the show. Left it is. You got it. Take that one off. All right, Albert. Save that one for last. Here's a little Brady Singer, Logan Webb, Travis Adams, Kyle Manzardo, Britton Doyle, Evan Carter, Bob Seymour, say less, Anthony Volpe. I don't know why you wouldn't show him playing defense because he can't do anything else. Cole Young, Mason Miller, dude doesn't do anything but strike people out. Landon Rupp. There's and Mickey Moniak, who has actually turned out as a decent player in Colorado. And how about a nice looking Ronald Acuna Jr. to end it? All right, well, welcome to the big show. Make sure again, Albert, that you message me your full name, full address, and you'll get this pack, and I'll send you some other goodies your way. All right. Hopefully you've enjoyed it. I don't know if you've watched it all night, but hopefully you've enjoyed this break. Alright, friends. At this point, we have just 2 spots remaining in our basketball break, guys. There are 2 spots remaining in our basketball break. With that said, it's time for a little bit of baseball. We know we're going to be using bat number 80, but what we don't know is what 2 baseballs. I have 1 and 2 on the table. We have 3 through 10 as a possibility as well. Hey, Albert, you are welcome. You are welcome. Try to make me welcome in here. Alright, guys, I want everybody to do the following. Put in the chat 5 Major League Baseball players. We'll do that again. 5 Major League Baseball players. Any 5 players. If we pull any of those names out of either baseball or the bat, you are automatically going to get a box of mystery. We'll call it no whammy time. We got to figure out the 2 baseballs we're going to use. Again, it's going to be bat 80. But we don't know what 2 baseballs we're going to have in our break here. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 times. 69. All right, 69. That was a good year. My parents were 15 and having fun. Hopefully not too much because they didn't eat each other. All right, so that was way too many drinks. Let's do this. 6 and 9. 96. I would have been 12. No, 14. I can't do math. Wow, I was almost the same age. 96, 69. Let's go. Alright, there's 6. Oh, they're right next to each other. Alright, 6 and 9. That is a 6. That is a 10. They were not next to each other. That is a 9. That is a 1. That is a 2. Alright, guys. 5 baseball players, 1 line. Alright, so we have 6 on the left, 9 on the right, 80 right here. I was negative 2 and 80. Jake, you've got the Diamondbacks. Jose's got the Braves. Brandon has the Orioles and the Red Sox. Chris has the Cubs. David with the White Sox. Richard's got the Reds. Ryan's got the Guards. Michael's got the Rocks. Case with the Tigers. Jake, you've got the Astros. Michael's got the Royals. Jake with the Angels and the Dodgers. David with the Marlins. Chad's got the Brewers. Barbara with the Twins. Andrew's got the Mets. Case with the Yanks. TQ with the A's. Daniel's got his Phils. Andrew with the Buccos. Case with the Friars. Zach's got his Giants. Richard's got the M's. Looking for that woo hit. Mr. Evans with the Cards. David with the Rays. Jake with the Rangers. Mike's got the Jays. And George sitting on the commode. Alright, friends. No more guesses. Good luck. Here we go. Quack, quack. This is box 6. Box 6. Sealed up all the way around. Use the sharp side, it cuts. Boop. Alright. We are going to see our secondary seal right there. And it's going to come around to this side. And we're going to cut into that momentarily. Alright, this is not Roger Clemens. Not Roger Clemens. But it is one of the most underrated players of the 1980s. Alright, we have a Rawlings TriStar Authenticated Major League Baseball from your Toronto Blue Jays. Toronto Blue Jays, Devon White. I think it's Devin White. I always say Devon. It's Devin White. Devin White. 7-time Gold Glover. Devin White. And I believe he is a World Series champ, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, he had to have been. When I said 80s, definitely 90s. Definitely 90s. Underrated player of the 90s, not the 80s. And I feel like he might have played for the Angels a little bit as well, but definitely a 90s guy. Zach. Did I not put you there with the Sandlot cast? Yep. You had Sandlot cast in the last break, Zach. Did I not say that, or did something mess up? Oh, was that? Was it Sandlot and I said Slapshot? Alright, hey. You're right, Zach. Roman, I'm gonna hook you up. I'll hook Roman up with something. I'm writing this down. Hook Roman up. I put it with Slapshot instead of Sandlot. You're right. Hey Zach, sorry about that. And then Roman, I'm gonna hook you up. Roman, you probably are seeing this or not even knowing and wondering why you're gonna get something different. I don't know. I'll figure that out, but I'll hook you up, Roman. I wrote down on the thing, hook Roman up. Zach, I apologize about that. I saw Slapshot and Sandlot, and one looks like the other a little bit. The movie doesn't look like each other, although they are kids from the same era. Alright, Devin White. Baseball to Mike. I think Mike might already have that, so it might be trade bait for Mike. But I'm not positive on that. Box 9, guys. Box 9. Alright, here is our seal. Right there. Alright, I don't know if he ever played a game. We have a Rawlings TriStar Authenticated Major League Baseball. We have Joe Espada. Joe Espada. I don't know if he ever played Major League Baseball. I think he only managed. I'm going to double check, but I think Joe Espada was only ever a manager. I mean, it doesn't matter. Yeah, he's currently the manager of the Astros. So by my rules, it wouldn't matter. He did not play Major League Baseball, so for that, it doesn't matter. Okay, because he's the current manager of the Astros. That's who it's going to get awarded to, the Houston Astros. And I got to put that back on the correct thing. Houston Astros, Jake. Jake, you have current manager of the Astros, Joe Espada. Joe Espada. Puerto Rican. All right. Jake the Snake. I don't know. I like calling you that because you live in Arizona. I don't know. All right, here we go. It's bat time. Alright, box 80, yeah. Well, that's because I'm not original, so. If I was original, you'd have a really cool name like Jake the Anteater. I don't know. Alright, box 80. We're going to cut into this side right there. Jake the Cake Eater. Where are we at? There we go. Oh, I forgot. I opened it on the wrong side because now I'm not going to see the name. I'm going to have to look it up. Alright, it's first name starts with the letter C. The first name starts with the letter C. It is. I'm going to cheat and I'm going to open up this other end. We're going to cheat, guys. We're cheating. Because I could either look it up online or I could just look up the barrel. I forgot the Hit Parade, this series is putting it on the barrel side. So let me open up the barrel side and see what the name is. It'd be really cool if that was Cal Ripken, but I don't think it is. It is Christian Walker. Christian Walker. Back-to-back hits for the Astros. Back-to-back hits for the Astros. Jake from State Farm, is that you? Alright, Christian Walker. Former Diamondback Christian Walker. Yes, you said that. I didn't even see that, but yeah, former Diamondback. Kind of a slightly late bloomer too. Took him until his mid 20s to really start to produce. Was also buried behind some guy named Goldschmidt. Alright, guys. Ooh, we are sold out. I could take that off. Sold out. Alright. What did I ask you guys to guess? Players. Players. These are names that you guys weren't guessing. No way. Hold on. Christopher Harrison has Christian Walker. I'm just going to point out right now that Chris Harrison has Christian Walker. That is insane. And even if I'm misreading that, that's an unbelievable guess, and I'm just going to guarantee you an autograph. I am going to guarantee you an autograph here. Alright, Mr. Harrison, you're the only person I saw that guessed correctly. Let's do this. There's a pack in there, Chris. Let me put your name. You are going to get that autograph. There's at least one autograph. Could be one auto. Could be two autos or one auto and one mem. All right, Chris. Yep, I think there is one pack. That is your pack right there, Chris. Mr. Harrison, let's go, let's go, let's go. Well, there's normally 5 cards, I think, but I see only... There's an on card here. Alright. Well, this top card, check this guy. He's turned into a stud. A short print. This is out of 111. This is a short print rookie of Hunter Goodman. Really good hitter for the Rockies, Hunter Goodman. Then Ian Muller die cut. Then your on-card auto is Gunnar Hoglund. Gunnar Hoglund from the Blue Jays. Gunnar Hoglund on-card auto. And a hidden gem, Yaro Solis. Yaro Solis is your hidden gem. So you're going to get one on-card and 2 autos out of that, and a nice Hunter Goodman. Chris, there you go. A little bonus love. What a guess. What a guess. I don't know if you were thinking of the Texas Ranger. Har har. I don't know why I have this box out there. We're not using that anymore. Alright, guys. Let me do one thing real quick with our basketball break here. And then we're going to get into the basketball. We'll end it with the football. Alright. Candace. Way to go. Alright. Candace grabbing the last 2 spots. Candace. Chris. Who did I miss? Mitchell. What up, Mitchell? Mitchell, I hope you've had some fun here. Alright, here's the deal. Mitchell, first time breaker with us. Mitchell, you're going to get a little bonus love. And Candace for closing it out. Alright, so here's the deal. I am going to get 2 select packs. We're going to put them out there. 2 select basketball packs. And Candace, you get to pick one, or Mitchell. I don't know if Mitchell's in the chat. But one of these is going to be Candace's, and one of these is going to be Mitchell. Mitchell, first time breaker with us, and Candace, you closed it out, so you get the other one. You closed our evening out. So Candace and Mitchell each getting something here. All right, Candace going with the right. Mitchell going on the left. That's good. Mitchell, first time breaker right there. Candace getting the one on the right. All right, Mitchell, welcome to the show. This is going to be yours. This is Mitchell's select pack. How about a Jackie Coy? Jackie Coy? I actually don't know who Jackie Coy is. Victor Wembanyama. All right, Victor Wembanyama, second year. This is a 25, second year or third? Second year. This is 24-25. So Wembanyama, second year card. A Jimmy Butler and a Cade Cunningham. That is a Prism Cade, green Prism Cade Cunningham. By the way, this is a Prism right there. And of your Jimmy Butler. All right. Congratulations, Mitchell. Welcome to the show. Those are yours. Candace, here you go. All right, Candace, these are your cards. Candace, you selected a little Ryan Dunn forward for the Suns. A Domantas Sabonis. A silver. A.J. Johnson rookie. And a prison. R.J. Simpson. Rookie Prism right there. R.J. Simpson. Alright, there you go. Tenders. Hello, R.J. Simpson. Couple project players, I guess you could say. Alright. Here's something I don't have to get to say too often. These are the last of all three. So we know it's this basketball, this basketball, this shoe, and it's going to be this jersey. All three are the last up here, actually, from their respective parts. Alright, guys. We are going to figure out who's going to get what team in our basketball break. Alright, if this was the 7th time, Chad would have the Hawks and Zach would have the Wizards. But we're going to go in. Delete that. List. So these two names, see the O and the O in this, Mike C-O and Zachary S-O, their second letter last name were capitalized. That just helps me know who had a spot in the grab bag from this break. Alright, we're going to do 7 times, friends. 7 times. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 times. Gilbert, you'll have the Hawks, and Charlene, you're going to have the Wizards. I'm going to copy that. I'm going to go in. I'm going to hit paste. Refresh. And you guys are looking at Gilbert with the Hawks. Greg has the Celtics. Daniel with the Nets. Greg, you have the Hornets. Charlene with the Bulls. Daniel's got the Cavs. Candace with the Mavs. Chris has the Nugs. George with the Pistons. Paul's got the Warriors. Jake with the Rockets. Ryan's got the Pacers. Gilbert's got the Grapes and the Clip Show. Steven, welcome to the big show. You have the Lake Show. We've got Mike with the Grizz. Jake with the Heat. Zach's got the Bucks. Candace with the T-Wolves. Jeff has the Pels. Candace with the Knickerbockers. Chris with the Thunder from Down Under. Jeff has some Magic. George with the Sixers. Andrew with the Suns. Chad's got a little Blazer. Mitchell with the Kings. James Earl Jones with the Spurs. Candace with the Raptors. And Charlene's got the Jazz. And nobody beats the Wiz. Alright, for this, guys. Sorry, I didn't tell you this. You guys are welcome to talk trade, and everybody out there, one NBA team, put it in the chat. Everybody out there, give me one NBA team. We'll put that in the mystery box love. And if you guess correctly, one person will get a box of mystery, and there's going to be some good stuff in there. I'll put some good stuff, I promise. Maybe even gift card love. Alright, guys. Last call on the guesses here. Last call. Any trades, any trades. Not seeing any trades. I'll give you guys 10 seconds to discuss trade. If not, we're going to open up these boxes. Those are the ones. Box 2. This is box number 45 and box number 3. 2, 3, and 45. And, of course, cheers to everybody out there. Alright, 3, 2, 1. Alright, calling no more guesses and no trades. No trades. We're just going to get right into this. Didn't see a single person proposing their team up for offer, so let's go. Quack, quack. This is box 2. Box 2, guys. This is jersey. This is our seal, it looks like, and we're going to cut into it. Alright, we have Tim Hardaway Sr. Tim Hardaway Sr. This is a Warrior hit. We have Hardaway. This is Tim Hardaway Sr. And that'll be the Warriors. Golden State Warriors. And that is Paul. Paul on a Warrior hit. Alright, so Warrior guesses. All right, and that is Beckett. Beckett on your authentication. All right, guys. Box 3. Quack, quack. Box 3. There's our seal. Front. There's the back. One cut. There's 2. There's 3. All right, Tom Brady got his hands on this basketball. Oh my God! Huge, huge hit here, guys. Oh, that's a huge hit. Holy cow. This was one of my favorite players growing up. Wow, what a hit. This was honestly one of my favorite players, and it's a very interesting story. He was only like 6'6" when he enlisted into the military. I'll put it like that. I don't want to give too much more away because you guys are already putting in the chat who this is. And then he grew like 5 to 7 more inches. I don't know how many more inches, but he became a 7-footer while he was in the military. And, well, let's just say his nickname was the Admiral because we have a Beckett authenticated David Robinson hit right there. David Robinson right there. One of my all-time favorite basketball players. Jake, you knew it. You knew it. That's a special hit right there. I like it. That's his number 50. But when you talk about 50 greatest players in NBA history, he was a no doubter. Just such a special player. All right, guys, here we go. Let's get a heady. And by heady, I mean headliner. All right, guys, good luck here. If you're on the schneid and looking to get off, that didn't sound right. Just good luck. Good luck, everyone. Let's cut into this area right here. See if we can pull something real nice. Here is our sneak. It is one sneaker. Ooh. Okay. This is a name I haven't thought about in a long time. Wow, if it is who I think it is. I think it is who I think it is. Alright, here we go. Yeah. Wow. Okay, we have a Nike sneaker. A Nike sneaker, a stud at the University of Duke. Not gonna lie, when I think of him as an LA Laker, but we're gonna look at games played. We have Chris Duhon. Chris Duhon on the hit right there from the University of Duke. Now, I know he went to the Lakers. But I gotta see how many games he played in the NBA with what teams. Alright. Well, apparently Lakers was the least. Guys, we have a Chicago Bull. Chicago Bull hit here. Chris Duhon. Chicago Bull. No, yes, I was gonna say I better be right about Duke. Chris Duhon. Good year to be born, I'm just saying. The Bulls. Alright, Charlene. Nice hit, Charlene. Chris Duhon is coming out to Charlene. Nike authenticated by PSA on the authentication. Charlene, congratulations. Alright, let me mark this down for Charlene. right. Hey, Chris Duhon, number 21. Which, by the way, he wore with the Lakers and the Bulls. He wore number 1 with the Knickerbockers and number 25 with the Magic. Number 6 recruit in the nation in the year 2000. In the year 2000. All right, guys, we have 1 break remaining. I gotta refresh that. All your names should be showing. All right, guys. The football break. All right. We know. Actually, we don't know. We know the Jarrett helmet will be 2 or 4. We gotta figure out the basketball giveaway. I know. Someone's probably already said it. We gotta figure out the basketball giveaway here. Alright, we have the Spurs, Warriors, and Bulls. Spurs, Warriors, and Bulls. Spurs, Warriors. Alright, Zach has the Warriors. What up, Zach? Spurs, Warriors, Bulls. And, ooh, alright, Albert. Alright, so here's the deal. I'm going to give you each something. Spurs, Warriors, and Bulls. Alright, so I just see Albert and Zach with correct guesses for the basketball. Alright, so each going to get something. How about this? Now, Albert, you said you're a baseball guy. Actually, I think you're both baseball guys. So you know what? I know you're both baseball guys. So even though I was basketball breaking, we're going to do this. You're each going to get a baseball pack. We're going to do a Diamond Kings baseball pack for both Zach and Albert. Zach or Albert, either one of you guys can tell me left or right. You're each going to get one of those packs. You each got the correct guess. So I know you're both baseball guys more than anything else. So let me know left or right. And Albert, if you haven't messaged me yet, make sure you do so. Okay, Albert, you're going to get the one on the left. Zach, that means Zach, you get the one that Albert left for you on the right. Albert, if you haven't messaged me, make sure you do. All right, Zach, this is the pack that Albert left you. All right, Zach, this is a Sam Crawford. Shane, don't call me Justin Bieber. There is something here. You've got a patch with a little something there. Hans Kraus, little patch left. Double patch, actually. It's a double patch of Hans Kraus. An artist proof of Jake Myers. You have The Art of Hitting by Mr. Lou Gehrig. And you have Jacob Cousins. All right, those cards coming your way, Zach. A little patch love. Almost close. And Albert, this is going to be your pack. All right, Albert, you said give me the one on the left. I will take Jordan Alvarez, Honus Wagner, greatest shortstop of all time, Paul Goldschmidt, Otto Lopez. You have a little Jose Abreu, Modern Strokes, and a Yodan Don artist. All right, nothing huge. A nice little Jordan Alvarez, though. Mr. Honus Wagner, the most valuable card of all time. Too bad it's not that one. Hey, glad you like it. Alright, guys. Last break of the night. Last break of our night. I want everybody here to have some fun with this one. Every single person that guesses a team correctly going to get a little something. Everybody going to get a little something, guess the team. Just give me 2 NFL. That's right, 2 NFL teams. You stayed around till the very end. Last break of the night, everybody gets a little something here if you guess correctly. 2 NFL teams, 1 line. If it comes out of either box, you are going to get a box of mystery. That's right, everybody that guesses correctly gets a box. If we have 4 or more people that guess correctly, I'll put packs on the table. All right, we have to figure out a jersey first. We have 1, 2, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. One time. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 times. Box 5. Box 5 coming alive. Just ran over my foot with a chair and that hurt. Oh, that hurts. God. Probably gonna have a black and blue foot. There's box 5. There goes box 1. Oy, oy. Alright, helmet. Box 2's on the table. Also got box 4. Yep, my foot's bleeding through the sock. Good job, Dave. 2 and 4. Oh, there's 1. No, you gotta be kidding me. How much made it through the night? There's 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 times. Box 4, guys. Alright, that is box number 4. We're gonna say adios to box 2. Alright, in our break, we have Jeff with the Cardinals, Shagster with the Falcons, David's got the Ravens, James has the Buffalo Bills, Paul with the Panthers, he says the Bears, George with the Bengals. Mark, sorry I gave your last name a little lowercase m, but you got the Bungles, the Brownies. Chris has the Cowboys, David with the Broncos and the Lions. Mike has the Packers, David with the Texans, Jeff has his Colts, William with the Jags, Brandon's got the Chiefs, George has the Raiders, Stephanie with the Chargers, Jeff has the Rams, David's got his Dolphins, Jeff with the Vikes, George has the Pats, TQ with the Saints, Jeff with the Dreamin', George has the Jets, George has the Jetsons, Daniel has his Eagles, Jeff with the Steelers, Zach has the Niners, TQ with the Seahawks, Jose with the Bucks, Chris with the Titans, and David sitting on the commode. I'm calling it here. No more guesses, guys. Good luck. Remember, within about 3 minutes of the break ending, smaller break on Tuesday. I'm shooting for about 2.5 hours in that break. Stuff will be on the site within a couple minutes of the break ending tonight. This is box 5. Box 5. Sealed all the way around. Box 5. No! No way. We have a Ricky 420, guys. We just pulled a Ricky 420. Look at this, David. David, do you have one of these? Do you have one of these? Because you just got a Ricky 420. Puff, puff. Smoke weed every day. There you go. A Ricky 420 coming your way, David. There you go. That's cool. If you're going to pull Ricky Williams, there you go. 420 all the way around. There's no haze with this one. It's straight cheese. Ricky 420. That is a Miami Dolphins hit right there for David. You are welcome. Alright guys, here we go. Full size helmet time. We are looking at box 4. Quack quack. And you know what? A little beer juice. A little juice. Just dribbling on the edge. Having some fun. Box 4. This is our front. That's our back. Cut. There's a nut. Turn it backwards. Keep the suspense going. We have a specialty helmet alert. Specialty helmet alert. This guy said, I have had a whammy of a night, but you know what? I have not gotten a hit all night, and it sucks. But you know what? Why don't I get a Minnesota Viking to end the night with an Adrian Peterson monster? Look at that, Jeff. You pulled a huge hit at the end of the night right there with Adrian Peterson hit right there. Color match on your Eclipse helmet right there. EP right there. That is Beckett on your authentication on the Adrian Peterson. There you go. Vikings and Dolphins for guesses, by the way. I'm going to see who we got here. Vikings and Dolphins. Oh, my. I don't know why you would say that, but I did. If no one guessed correctly, we'll... Oh, Jeff! Jeff, you're still here! You're still here. Go to sleep. You're with your family on vacation. Jeff has the Vikings. Jeff is the only correct guess that I see. Unreal hit, and he might have gone to sleep. He's got an early morning tomorrow. He's going to be awake in 3 hours. Jeff! Mr. Sandhofer. Big time in it. Alright, Jeff. I am putting together your boxes of mystery, and Jeff, you know what? We're just going to call this a no whammy kind of proposition. We're calling this a no whammy proposition for you, Jeff. And if I miss somebody's correct guess, they get to join in on the no whammy proposition as well. Alright. Jeff. There is nothing bad here, so I don't even need to hint at it. There was a Dolphin guess. Who was the Dolphins guess? That person gets a box too. David. All right, David, you get a box too. Jeff and David. There are no bad things here. Jeff? And David. Sorry, David, I missed it. Jeff is going with the egg. And David, you get to pick either the police. So I have Jeff first, David. I have to award Jeff the egg. You got the police. All right, both are passing up on the trash. Trash. The trash had a Jumbo Chronicles 2021 football pack. All right, so you guys both are not going to take that. But Jeff, you're going to get the egg. David, you just got yourself a $15 Dad Break gift card. David, just message me real quick on eBay. Just send me that $15 gift card. I'll hook you up. David, that is coming your way. All right. And just remember, dude, I'll hook you up with that $15 gift card, David. Jeff, like I said, there were no whammies. Jeff, you're gonna love this. How about a guaranteed auto? From a Leaf Futures, guaranteed to have an auto in there. Guaranteed to have an auto in it. Alright, Jeff. This Futures pack, there have been some monster potential pulls in here. Let's see if we can get you one of those. Alright, here is your auto. Let me see who it is. Okay. Not a bad pull. Not a bad pull. It's a baseball player, Jeff. Alright, let me put your name on the pack. Let's open it up, see who got it. Alright, 2024 rookies. Alright, a little hard to read. We have Kamani Vidal right there. You have one of the biggest names, shortstop prospect. He's with the Athletics now. DeVries. Let's see. This is Buzelis right there. Yes, it is Buzelis. This is Nolan Souza. You have a Toby Fournier. How about a Cameron Brink right there. Now with Los Angeles. You have a Braylon Dowdy. Another Cam Brink. Two Cam Brinks in the same pack. Cameron Brink. You have a Chris Henry and a Dylan Don't call me too short to throw this ball over your head, Gabriel. And your autograph. Jeff, you have an autograph out of 149 short print. This is Blake Mitchell. Blake Mitchell is your autograph. And that is an on-card auto, I believe. I can't tell. Might not be, but I think it is. There you go. Blake Mitchell is your auto. Congrats, Jeff. Good night for you. And I hope you guys all around had a good night. If you didn't get a hit, you had some fun at the very least. I appreciate you guys spending your time, your hard-earned money with me, and had some fun. I know I always enjoy doing these breaks with you guys. The benefits of these do go to my daughter's 529 college fund as well. So thank you so much for that. You guys have a great weekend. Have some fun. Go out there. Say hello to your neighbors. I don't know why I said that. I'm going to say hello to my neighbors tomorrow. That's why I said that. But have a great weekend. Go Penguins. Sorry, Daniel. And hey, Tom, congrats on your hit as well. You guys take care. I really appreciate you guys spending your hard-earned time and money with me. Take care. God bless.